We're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up. Yes. He made it. Yes. Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my staff. First
Music
title
might
in
run
program
a little
history.
bit, but they're about to do the
Being
anthem now.
an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was
We're about to do the anthem right now.
Tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited
Okay.
because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss.
He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
Okay. We'll probably run for about 30 seconds on the instrumental.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Good evening once again, folks, and welcome to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The national anthem has concluded. All that is left to do is get ready to play some ball, as for over 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. Trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. The teams now make their way out towards the field. DeForest in their black home uniforms with the yellow numbers, the yellow trim, and the yellow helmets reminiscent of LSU. Brookfield Central in their white uniforms with the blue trim, the chrome lance across the helmet, and the plain blue pants. Dennis, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to rock. Let's go. We've been waiting a long time for this one.
You had a phenomenal game last night. Let's hope this one lives up to the hype. As Brookfield Central will be kicking off first. They are moving from our right to our left. DeForest will get the ball first. They'll be going from left to right.
Yeah, it looks like we got number 10, Derek Klein, and 19, Colin Paskey, back to receive the kick here. And we'll find out how good the kicker is and the adrenaline. Is he going to put this one in the end zone or through the uprights?
Shall see.
You know he's psyched if he does that.
Ryan Capers on to kick it away. Run up from the 40-yard line, and we are underway. End-over-end kick received at the 10-yard line. Moving forward across the 20 now, 25. Bangs his way up across the 25-yard line. Up near the 27, that is where they will mark him, and that is where the DeForest Norskies will start this possession. Isaac Ziegler leading his team onto the field. First-year starter, was a reserve last year, only had 9 passes for 58 yards, no touchdowns, 3 rushing attempts, 36 yards, and a touchdown. Also our first look at Jackson Aquardi.
18 yards on that return for Paskey there. Good field position outside the 20.
1st and 10 for the Norskies. Shotgun set. Ziegler in the gun, 2 receivers left. Motion man coming towards the left. Fake to him, give up the middle to Jacobson. He breaks 1 tackle and is stopped across the 30-yard line. Marked down at the 31. Forward progress is stopped. Going to be 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Norskies.
Yeah, it looks like Hoffensberger, Reese, the linebacker on the tackle there.
Nick Hermanson was the man in motion. Also get our first look at this Brookfield Central defense, led by Bobby King. Number 3 on your screen, the track star, out in that safety position across the 40. DeForest, bunch set to the right, 3 receivers set. In a modified pistol here, screen pass, out across the 30-yard line, makes a move, a 35-yard line where he's brought to the turf. That was Danny Sachka on the reception. Brought down by A.J. Seymour, also plays quarterback for this Brookfield Central team. 1st and 10 for the Norskies.
At this level, you don't see too many quarterbacks playing, but that tells you what he's like on offense. Physical presence.
Brookfield Central with several players play both ways. Bobby King, the aforementioned, one of them. DeForest in the pistol now. Ziegler, Jacobson behind him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Give up the middle to Jacobson. Has a hole across the 40, up near the 45. Takes about 3 Lancers to bring him down. Gain of 6 on 1st down, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, a couple of good first carries there. Kind of get his feet wet.
DeForest starting out, running the ball as you predicted they would, Dennis?
Yeah, with the cardio, you're going to mix it up a little bit more, but again, with that offensive line, you know, if they get a lead, then that's something we're going to see just nothing but runs.
2nd and 4 for DeForest. Shotgun set here. Hermanson out wide to the left. Going to be a give up the middle to Jacobson. He works his way over to the left. Gain of about 2 on the play before he's slung down by Tommy Bloom. 2-year letter winner, one of the leaders on this defense, according to head coach Joel Nellis. Ziegler gets the play from the sideline, heads back to the huddle. 3rd and short here, 3rd and 2 for the Norskies. Sachka split out wide to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Pistol formation. Ziegler gets the snap. Give up the middle once again to Jacobson. Works his way off the right side. Across the 45 into Brookfield Central territory. Taken down at the 41-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down and 10 for the Norskies.
Yeah, went right through the arm tackle, and once again, the quarterback bringing him down, Seymour.
Seymour getting his work in early before he has even touched the ball on offense. That right side of the line, great seal there for Jacobson.
Pick up a 12 on the play, so another 1st down here.
Quarty in the backfield, pistol set here. Jacobson behind Ziegler. 1 receiver out to the left, 1 to the right. Give up the middle. Why not again? Jacobson sheds a tackle, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line. Seymour one more time. Why not? Gain of 4.
Maybe part of the strategy for DeForest is just run it
right at him.
get him tired before he gets the ball.
Maybe bang up his arms a little bit before he gets a chance to throw.
Something tells me, though, it's not quite like Monroe where you have games where they don't even attempt
They don't
to pass
the ball at all.
But they'll mix it up a little bit, I'm sure. Once we get to see them, if we see them for a little while.
Pistol again, close bunch set for the Norskies. 3 receivers to the right, 1 far on the left. Little pitch here to the outside across the 35-yard line. Works his way up past the 30 before he's slung out of bounds. Going to be another DeForest 1st down. That was Cullen Kirchberg on the carry. Jacobson getting a blow.
Gain of 6 on the play. 1st down.
There you go. There's the call.
Steady,
down, Norskies.
Steady dose of the running game. This matchup might be who can run it best, who can wear down that defensive front 7 first. As here comes DeForest one more time from the Brookfield Central 29-yard line. Pistol set, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Give up the middle. Oh, almost fumbles it. Kirchberg hangs on at the 25-yard line, fights his way. before he's brought down by a host of Lancers. Reese Hopfensberger, the first one to meet him. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for DeForest. They are moving the ball quite easily, just picking up 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust every time out there.
That's the one thing you saw. Ball security is so important here. And early in the season, receivers, running backs, not used to getting hit. That's something you work on in practice the longer you go along. But got to hang on to the football, especially on this first drive.
Ziegler gets the snap. Give out the middle. That's Kirchberg. Puts it on the turf again. And he is able to fall back on it. Pardon me on the again. That is the second time he is.
And guess who's coming out?
Hasn't quite held on to it, but first time he's put it on the turf. Thankfully got it back. He is frustrated with himself, to say the least, as he heads to the sideline. Jacobson quick to check back in.
We'll see him on the other side at linebacker, and he's going to make somebody pay for that, I'm sure.
Pistol formation. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Acquarty in the backfield. Snap. Play action here. Flag on the play. Ziegler looking around, going to take it himself. He lost the ball again. The second fumble for DeForest. Brookfield Central says they have it. No signal yet. And they do, at least it appears, judging by the reaction from the Brookfield sideline. The referees never made a signal, and they're having a little discussion about it now.
Well, it looks like
we're yet to call anything, but the lines are changing. Maybe they were just discussing the penalty, which was an illegal procedure on DeForest, and after what looked like a promising drive is cut short due to some slippery hands, some ball security issues from the Norskies.
That was a 10-play, 48-yard drive. Took almost half the quarter on that one, but came up short.
0-0 our score, 6:54 to play here in quarter number 1. Now we get to see this Brookfield Central offense out there now. A.J. Seymour got a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see how he does on the offensive side of the ball. Shotgun formation, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver out to the right, 1 to the left. Give up the middle behind his blockers. That is Ben Pottiger on the carry. And he picks his way up for about a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6.
He averaged 7.4 yards a carry last year. 2 touchdowns. Did not catch a pass, though, so see if they work that into his resume this year.
He's their top returning rusher from last season. Shotgun. He is now motioned out far to the right side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 tight end to the left, and a hard count. They get him to jump. Going to be an offsides or an encroachment on DeForest. Chris Eberhardt made the center pay for it there. Shoved him to the ground. Going to be a 5-yard penalty on DeForest. And Eberhardt's going to take a seat. That was Patrick Bukowski on the receiving end of Eberhardt's wrath.
Now they're going to mark it off. Is it enough for a first down or just? No, it looks like
PA man said 2nd and 5, turned out to be 2nd and 6. They're about a half-yard short of the first down. 2nd down and short coming up, 6:15 to go here. Still scoreless here in quarter number 1. Brookfield Central took over after an Isaac Ziegler fumble. Thwarted what looked to be a good drive from DeForest. Seymour gets the signs, the signals from his sideline. 3 receivers out to the left. Ben Pottiger in the slot. Motion to the right now. Going to be a read option. Seymour's going to keep it. Probes his way up to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Brookfield. Slow developing play, but it's enough for the first down.
Yeah, Connor Giese with a tackle on the play. But they got just enough. Needed 1, got 2.
Just enough as Brookfield Central going to try and run it down your throat. Ben Pottiger is a hefty back, 5'10", 205 pounds, a bowling ball. He's in the shotgun with Seymour. 2 receivers to the right, bunch set.
Nope.
Almost gets DeForest once again with the hard count. That was Tyrese Brown who gave a little bit of a flinch on the defensive line. Seymour now gets the snap, drops to throw, fires over to the right side, got his man at the line of scrimmage, turns upfield past the 40-yard line, shoved out of bounds right about there, gain of 5.
That was King, right?
Looks like it was the speedster. Yep, Bobby King.
Just when I was wondering, okay, when are they going to attempt their first pass?
And they did it sooner than DeForest did.
Yeah.
Or about the same time. I can't remember when exactly they threw that screen pass, how many plays in. But similar approach here so far for both offenses. Bobby King, 2-year letter winner on the defensive side of the ball. Qualified for the state track meet in both the 4x1 and the 4x2. He can fly. Seymour in the gun here. Pottinger to his left. One receiver out wide to the left, one to the right. Give to Pottinger up the middle. He bounces outside. Got a crease. Past the first down marker. Up near the 48-yard line where he's brought out of bounds. Looked like Braden Drinka on the stop.
Klein on the stop. 1st and 10 Central.
Yeah, had that short pass, and you just kind of keep defense a little honest.
Did the job.
And then back again to the run game.
As Pottinger had plenty of room to run. 2 receivers out to the left. A.J. Seymour in the gun, Pottinger to his left. One tight end on the right side of the formation. Going to be a give up the middle to Pottinger, and he is swallowed up in the backfield. That is number 43, Michael Zolkowski, busting that play up. 5'10", 180-pound junior.
He was close enough. He almost could have taken the handoff himself on that play.
One of those where he almost intercepted the handoff to Pottinger. Going to be 2nd down and 10. 3:57 to go here in the first quarter. Still 0-0 your score.
Yeah, it looks like they gave him just about a yard on the play. So that was second effort there.
Yeah, good effort by Pottinger to get anything out of that play before he was slung to the turf. A.J. Seymour back to pass, looking around, looking deep, fires down the right sideline, and that one is overshot. He's looking for his man Jack Lorcher there. Couldn't quite connect. Braden Drinka on the coverage.
Yes, we definitely have a different game from last night. Where it was Eric, with the Cardinals and the Pirates to the air with the first 5 touchdowns were passings. Tonight, I don't think that's going to be the case here. Again, Seymour not known for his throwing last year. I think if you made him throw, otherwise I don't think you wanted to.
3rd and 9 coming up here for Brookfield Central. 3:34 to go. Scoreless game. Shotgun snap. Seymour rolling out to his right. Was looking for Pottinger on the screen. He's going to take it himself. Lowers the shoulder up to the 45-yard line of DeForest, but still about 3 yards short of the line to gain. Going to be 4th and short coming up for Brookfield Central. And let's see what Coach Nellis decides on.
That was Connor Giese just putting his nose right in it, helmet right into the guy's chest.
And no hesitation. Offense stays on the field. 2 receivers out to the left. That's Bobby King on the far side. Pottinger in the backfield with Seymour. They take their time. Jack Lorcher in the slot on the right. Going to be a give up the middle to Pottinger following his blocks. He's got the first down up near the 40-yard line before he is pushed back. Going to be a first down for Brookfield Central. Rolling the dice, getting the job done.
That was a pretty good call. Needed just a couple, and he got 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, Pottinger did a great job of following his lead blocker.
Yeah, and it took like 5 or 6 guys to bring him down, too.
Pottinger does not look like an easy man to bring to the turf. 2:30 to go here, 0-0 your score. A.J. Seymour in the gun, Pottinger to his right. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 in the slot. A.J. Seymour just going to keep it on a little rollout here across the 35-yard line up to the 30-yard line, past the first down marker. Gain of about 13 for the Lancer quarterback. Another first down as Brookfield Central inches closer to the red zone.
Yeah, Derek Klein was able to bring him down, but not before he picks up another first down.
Gain of 14 on the play, 1st and 10 Central.
Jay Seymour stands at 6'3", 210 pounds. The junior started last year as a sophomore as he's in the gun. Pottinger out to his left, 2 receivers out to the right. Going to be a give to Pottinger this time off the right side. Moves forward before he is dragged down. Looks like Zolkowski was the first one to get him, drug him down at the legs. Gain of about 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, Pottiker's the kind of guy that he just wears and wears on you. By that second half, people don't want to tackle him.
Yeah.
That was the 10th play of the drive. DeForest had a 10-play drive, and here we were almost just 2 possessions.
2 possessions. We're almost done with the first quarter. 1:37 to go as the clock stops for an official's timeout. It appears still 0-0 our score. Maybe a banged-up Norski coming to the sideline. Looks like Derek Klein, one of the stars on that defense. Kyle Skaug coming in to replace him.
Might have been an equipment issue, too, for Central 73. Paradowski, Jake, yeah. The ref said something to him when he went off and a guy came in. So that's usually either a chin strap or a mouth guard thing.
Equipment malfunction. We are now at 2nd and 9. A.J. Seymour rolling out to his left, looking downfield, fires towards the end zone. Once again overshoots his man. That's Bobby King that time. Brooks Oman on the coverage for DeForest. 3rd and 9 coming up now for the Lancers. 1:20 to go.
He hasn't been close on those 2, say, medium distance passes. Like
yeah, about like 15, 20-yard throws. Hasn't really looked locked in when it comes to slinging it quite yet.
Again, you got to mix a couple of those in with the run, trying to keep the defense honest.
Yep.
Keep from really loading the box.
Early season shotgun formation here. 2 receivers to the left. Going to be a play action. Fake to Pottinger. Got his man at the 15-yard line. Pushes forward to the 12-yard line. That was Reese Hoffensberger.
Yeah, doing double duty tonight. First time we've seen him catch a pass.
Yeah, he made 1 tackle on the defensive side of the ball earlier. 6-foot junior, 185 pounds, gets the first down on a critical 3rd and 9. In the red zone now are the Lancers. Under a minute to go. Seymour in the gun. Pottinger to his right. 2 receivers out wide to the right. Give up the middle to Pottinger. Probes his way past the 10-yard line before he's met by a whole horde of Norskies. Looked like that was number 52, Peyton Johnson Klimke. First one to greet him.
He just went behind Connor Corday Stoll and that tackle on the left side. 305 pounds. Yeah. Get behind the beef and just keep the legs moving.
The big uglies, as Barry Alvarez would call them. 2nd and 7 coming up for Brookfield Central. They don't have to snap it the rest of the quarter if they don't want to. 15 seconds to go. Still 0-0 our score. Let's see what they do here. They do take a snap, reverse. Bobby King got it on the outside. Let's see. He's got a step at the 5, turns the corner, slips and falls just past the first down marker. Can't quite get to the pylon, but it is enough for a Lancer first down. And that is how this first quarter will come to an end. Your score through 1, DeForest 0, Brookfield Central 0. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Get your choice of a 2-topping personal pan pizza, a half melt or a full melt, and your choice of either boneless wings or fries. It's the ultimate solo meal starting at only $6.99. Craving pizza and wings? You got it. Want melts and fries? You got it. Because this meal is all about you. Perfect for a speedy lunch, a relaxing dinner for one, or anytime you're on the go. Head to pizzahut.com to order your My Hut Box today. That's pizzahut.com. No one out pizzas the Hut.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania brought to you by Stoughton Health. Stoughton Health provides trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more as we start the second quarter here. Still 0-0 our score, but Brookfield Central knocking on the doorstep. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Wing T style formation here. Two fullbacks. Pottinger deep in the back. Give up the middle to him, and he plows his way into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Brookfield Central Lancers. Ben Pottinger puts the Lancers on the board first. It's 6-0.
15 plays, 77 yards. Now that is efficient.
Absolutely methodical from Brookfield Central. 11:54 to go. And Dennis?
Exactly 7 minutes.
Exactly 7 minutes. Goodness gracious, those were some long drives as Brookfield Central comes out with a modified two-point conversion formation. Seen this before. All the linemen motion in. They give a little check to see if they can catch the defense napping. And now Ryan Capers on to attempt the extra point.
10 for 10 last year. 1 of 3 from field goals. See if he can make his first one of 2024.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. With 11:54 to go, your score, Brookfield Central 7, DeForest 0. We're going to keep it right here. And Dennis, taking a look at Brookfield Central's coach, Joel Nellis. We have a little profile on him. What do you have to say about Joel?
Yeah, he was named the head coach at Brookfield Central in 2019, former All-City defensive back at Madison Memorial. He walked on at Wisconsin, eventually earned a scholarship for his last 2 years. A redshirt senior in 2005, he started on special teams. This is his 19th year in the school district. He's worked as a phys ed teacher and assistant football coach. He was the co-offensive line coach for 5 years before he took over. Central has produced a lot of Badgers. How about Joe Thomas, Ben Strickland?
Anyone remember him?
Brad Nordman,
Hey!
a teammate. They had to get that in there. Also, he's part of the book Walk On This Way, the ongoing legacy of Wisconsin football walk-ons. And Jake Korkorowski writes now for the State Journal, the author, along with Nellis and Jimmy Leonard, both the Leonard and Nellis walk-ons at Wisconsin. So a great coach out there, knows what it's like for the players to have to really work hard to get what you want. And had a great conversation with Joel, and wish him well this season.
Yeah, that kind of development says something about the kind of coach he is. Shout out Coach Joel Nellis of the Brookfield Central Lancers. Also, I believe he coached Chikwe Obasi, correct? Former Badger?
Yes, he did. That's another one. The list could go on and on. I could have done it in 10 minutes.
Man.
We love that pipeline to Brookfield Central if you're a Badger.
As a Badger fan and a Badger myself, I very much appreciate it. As Ryan Capers, the run-up, the kick, end over end, little bit of a wobble to it. Fielded at the 10-yard line, splits the middle, got a good return here across the 35-yard line, brought to the turf at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for DeForest. Colin Paskey showing off the burst there.
Yeah, Paskey. Both coaches coming in going, so who's returning kicks and punts? I don't know, whoever. It's going to be a receiver or a running back. We'll see who shows up. That was the last thing most of the coaches were working on this week was the return game.
Return game.
You get so many other things to get in, and you just put an athlete back there, and right there we saw why he's starting out.
Why Colin Paskey is back there. Great return up to the 39-yard line. Pistol formation set here. Two receivers out to the left. Ziegler takes the snap, give up the middle to Jacobson, and he is met immediately. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. That was Aaron Merrick greeting him right after he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was an all-conference scholar athlete as well as being a second-team linebacker last year. 77 tackles, 13 tackles for loss. So that is a guy to keep an eye on rest of tonight.
State qualifier for shot put as well.
Yeah, I think he was 21st at state.
Love
but
to see.
He made it. That's all that mattered. It doesn't matter where you finish.
Multi-talented pistol formation here. Give it the middle to Jacobson again, and he once again gets nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. DeForest struggling to run here on this second drive after a very methodical first drive. That was Tommy Bloom there, getting him right after he took the ball.
Yeah, Tommy with 23 tackles a year ago, picking up where he left off.
Ziegler under center here. Offset I formation, one receiver out wide to the right, one to the left. 3rd and 7 here. Play action for Ziegler. Fires out to the right, tip ball, and that one is caught by Jackson Aquardi across the 45-yard line. A.J. Seymour looked like he might have gotten a fingertip on it, but it doesn't matter. 1st and 10, DeForest, 10:30 to go. Here in this one, still 7-0 Brookfield Central.
Hey, you finally get to see Aquardi out there with the catch. 22 catches, 6 touchdowns a year ago.
Learned this from watching an interview with a West Virginia media outlet this week. First Wisconsin high school football player ever to commit to West Virginia. That says something. Pistol formation here for DeForest. One receiver out wide to the right, one to the left. Going to be a give up the middle to Jacobson. He's got a hole this time across the 40-yard line. Picks his way past the 40 up to the 38-yard line. Gain of 7 on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage that time was owned by the Norskies there. They pushed him back 5 yards before he got any contact.
It's going to be a good battle to watch. Aaron Merrick was able to make the stop.
Anytime you can pick up 7 yards on the first carry,
he'll take that.
Good one.
Brookfield Central really stingy the first 3 plays of this drive. DeForest opened them up there. Sachka out wide to the left. Hermanson out wide to the right. Pistol formation here. Ziegler takes the snap. Little option play here. Shovel pass up the middle to Aquardi. And he gets up to the 35-yard line right at the 1st down marker. See if they give it to him. At the moment, no signal yet. It appears it's going to be 3rd down and inches. For DeForest, 9:23 left to play. They trail 7-0. Would be shocked to see anything other than a run right up the middle with Bradley Jacobson here, but I'm not the coach. Pistol formation here. Owen Larson, the H-back. One receiver out wide to the each side. It's going to be a QB keeper. Ziegler takes himself across the 35-yard line, bounces off a few tacklers before he's corralled out of bounds. Don't think he lost his forward progress. No, he did not. Gain of 3, 1st and 10 DeForest.
Hoffensberger with the tackle on that one, tried to kind of swing him around, bring him down, but that's both quarterbacks are showing a little toughness here early.
Yeah, Ziegler, the junior, 6'3", 175 pounds. That's no.
It's not easy guy to bring down.
No spring chicken, I guess you could say. No waif. Trying to think of a word to describe a small human being. Regardless, whatever it is, he is not. Ziegler in the pistol again. 3 receivers out to the left. Aquardi motioning to the right slot now. Little pitch out the left to Jacobson. Across the 30-yard line. For he is slung down from his nameplate. That was Tommy Bloom. There to reach out to grab him. Gain of about 5 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 5 coming up from the Brookfield Central 28-yard line. DeForest and Brookfield Central so far. Very measured in their approaches on offense. Not a lot of the high-flying action you and Jesse Nelson saw last night. Ziegler once again in the pistol. Owen Larson, going to be Hermanson across the formation. Give up the middle to Jacobson across the 25, sheds a tackle. Stiff arm up to the 22-yard line. Once again, right near the 1st down marker. They're going to move him forward. 1st and 10, DeForest. 8:02 left to play here in this second half, or in this first half, pardon me. How many plays are we at so far, Dennis?
This is number 10 coming up. So 10 play, 15, and now a 10, and 3 drives.
Surgical here from the Norskies. This is where they turned it over last time. Offset pistol formation, going to be a play action. Ziegler got his man. That's Owen Larson. He is met by A.J. Seymour. Modest pickup of about 5, but they'll take it up to the 18-yard line of DeForest. 2nd and manageable coming up.
Yeah, good back coming out of the backfield. Nice little pass play. Safe. That's a safe pass. So just don't have to pick up a lot. Just keep the chains moving, and that's what they're doing right now very well.
Yeah, get Ziegler in rhythm. So when you want to pop it deep, it pays off. As the Norskies march to the line, 7:05 to go here. They trail 7-0 right now. Owen Larson, the H-back. Ziegler in the pistol here. 2 receivers out, 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. That's going to be Ziegler trying to keep it himself, and he is chased down from behind. Reese Hoffensberger there to make the play. Ziegler had nowhere to run.
That's a legitimate tackle for loss there. Loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2, one of the first plays where DeForest has moved backwards this drive, setting up a 3rd and long. Colin Paskey checks in, 3 receivers set. Hermanson out wide to the right. At the far side, Sachka near side, far to the left. In the shotgun here, going to be a timeout from Brookfield Central. With 6:18 to play, they lead 7-0. Coach Nellis wanted to talk things over, maybe saw something that he didn't like. 3rd and long here, Dennis. What are you doing here if you are DeForest head coach Aaron Mack?
Get a Carty in space and throw it up. At 6'7", he's at least 5 inches taller than the tallest defensive back for Brookfield Central. So that's a guy that, if you win it, just go up. 2nd team all-conference basketball player, I think he can go up and get
Win
it.
the jump ball. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
I'd like to see one of those tonight. You see, last night we had a good one with.
That was Bayport, I believe, the opening drive.
Yep. Torf at the end. It was a step back boom in the corner of the end zone. That was a timing play. I'm sure they worked on that with the Carty. You got to take advantage of that size on those defensive backs.
We'll see what transpires. As PrepMania, also brought to you by Pemberton Law. When life takes an unexpected turn to Pemberton Personal Injury Law Firm. Pemberton's client-centered approach ensures you're treated with respect, care, and compassion. Never just another case. With offices in Madison and Baraboo, Pemberton has the experience to secure the justice and compensation you deserve, serving clients statewide. There are no fees until you win. Trust a firm that treats you like family. Visit Pemberton Personal Injury Law at PembertonPI.com. DeForest, 3rd and long here. Shotgun set, 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Ziegler takes the snap, rolling out to his right. Looking that way, fires across the first down marker, and it's intercepted. A lurk. Picture perfect by Matt Ramish. Ziegler didn't see him, and DeForest once again turns the ball over deep in Brookfield Central territory.
First time they got to the 24. This time they got as far as the 18, and 2 turnovers and 2 possessions. Nice pick by Ramish.
That was a beautiful play on the ball. Great reaction time, just snatched it. A user lurk, as the kids call it. 1st and 10 now for Brookfield Central. 6:12 to go, still 7-0 Brookfield. 2 promising drives snuffed out by this attacking Brookfield Central defense. A.J. Seymour in the gun. Motions across the formation, going to be stopped as maybe a false start.
I think so. Oh, legal procedure, yep.
Legal procedure, that is second illegal procedure penalty of today's game. Nathan Hootkin appears to be the guilty culprit. He's asking the referees what happened. He was the motion man.
Here's where Norski defense nods. Got to make a stand here. Kind of flip the field. They had the ball twice deep in the territory for the Lancers. See if they can punch one out or pick off a pass here. Looking for our first pick 6 of this of the new football season.
I wouldn't complain if we saw a pick 6 or 2. A little scoop and score action per chance. As now it's going to be 1st and 15 from their own 8-yard line. 6:11 to go here. Brookfield Central leads 7-0. A.J. Seymour in the gun. Pottinger to his right. And it's going to be another illegal procedure penalty on Brookfield Central. Back them up at least 4 more yards. We'll see if it's half the distance to the goal at this point.
Yeah, it was on the 7, so it should be. They're going to move it to the 4.
Brookfield Central shooting themselves in the foot after forcing the turnover. 1st and about 19, it appears.
Yeah, 1st and 18 now. So, but 3 plays, they can pick it up here.
Still plenty of time. Didn't have a problem moving the ball on their first possession. Seymour in the gun, Pottinger to his right. 2 receivers on that far left side. Seymour takes a snap. Going to be a give to Pottinger off the left side. Breaks a couple tackles. Shimmies his way up across the 10-yard line. Up near the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard past it. at the 14-yard line. Solid pickup on first down.
Vandervalde and Ullman there with the tackle trying to horse collar and bring him down.
5:50 to go here in half number 1. Brookfield Central holding on to a 7-0 lead, and they seem very content to milk this clock. Seymour once again in the gun. Pottinger to his left, going to take the snap. It's going to be a QB keeper. Follows his blockers up across the 20-yard line, lowers the shoulder up near the 25, and that's going to be a first down and maybe 15 more as the referee throws a late flag.
Yeah, boy, Derek Klein was backpedaling on that one. He couldn't get solid footing to stop it. It was just the tush push from the left sideline that time.
And Seymour just kept the legs churning. Nathan Hootkin talking to the coaches again.
So we're marked at the 25, looks like.
Mew Humor looked to be one of the many Norskies it took to bring him down. Clock is stopped at 5:25 left. Referees once again having a little conversation about the 20-yard line.
Signal yet.
Let's see what the call is. Personal foul going to be 15 yards back against Brookfield Central.
So that was an 11-yard pickup.
They give him the first down, but they're going to move him back 15 yards. So fresh set of downs. However, they are back behind where they originally were.
So it should be back to the 10-yard line if it's.
They're going to mark them at the 13, their own 13-yard line.
25, they did half the distance. Or is it to 12? 15?
Yeah, it appears they did look more. I guess maybe they marked them out at about the 28-yard line, 15 yards back, 12.
Oh, the ref on the side was at the 25. But they put the ball on the 12. So, yeah, it looks like they marked half the distance, so a 13-yard penalty.
Not exactly sure what has happened. Hootkin, motion man across the formation. Seymour's going to keep it himself, runs right up the middle, and he is brought down after a gain of a few. Give him 4. Justin Molitor on the bottom of the pile. He's the man to bring him down.
So it was an 11-yard gain and a 13-yard penalty. So lost 2 yards, and they get a first down on the play. Go figure.
Hard to keep track of all of what's going on tonight.
But they still maintain possession of the ball. And that is the big key. Keep the Norskies offense off the field.
With 4:50 to go, 2 receivers out on the near side to the right. Pottinger in the backfield. Going to be a quick screen pass out to King. Bobby King, stiff arm across the 20, 25-yard line. Turns it upfield. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 31-yard line where he was shoved out of bounds.
I think that was Ullman, 15, that shoved him out of bounds. And we're going to be marked at the 31. So much for the penalty, losing the first down. They just come back and pick it up in 2 plays.
Brookfield Central, the Lancers having no problems moving the ball thus far. And like you said, Dennis, DeForest defense needs to button up and get a stop here. Get their offense the ball back before this half ends.
3 penalties for 23 yards on this drive, and they just picked up another first down.
Seymour from the gun. Going to be a keeper here. And he works his way up near the 35-yard line. Derek Klein in on the stop. They're going to mark him just short. Gain of about 4 on first down. 2nd and 6. A long 6.
Yeah, that's at the 35. It's almost touching.
First down markers at the 41-yard line. Brookfield Central taking their sweet time getting the play call from the sideline. Hootkin, King, and Lortshire, the receivers, all of them to the right side of the formation. Pottinger motions over to Seymour's left. 2nd down and 6 here. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Pressure coming from DeForest. He has to tuck it and run, and he got nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Big Tyrese Brown in there to make sure he did not move that pile forward.
Yeah, Carson Monty was chasing from behind on that one. Forced him out of the pocket. And Tyrese Not bad, 5'11", 265 pounds. Fell on top of him.
Yep. Not a pleasant feeling, I'm sure. As a good blitz dial up there from the DeForest defense. 3rd and a long 5 coming up now for the Lancers. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Pottinger in the backfield to the left of Seymour. Going to be a give to him up the right side. Picks his way up near the first down marker at the 41. And looks like it's a generous spot. They're going to move those chains. Pottinger finding that extra gear to push past the first down marker. 3:05 left to play. Here's the clock once again resumes ticking. Still 7-0 Brookfield Central. Lancers look to the sideline. Hootkin motions out to the far left. Hopfensberger back in.
Looking at the clock here, just under 3. Now they're going to have to pick it up if they want to score a little bit. I mean, kind of running clock, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we still got to move the ball
guys, speed up a little
forward
bit.
As Seymour. Bobby King motion across the formation. Going to be a give to him, and he is stonewalled. Met immediately by the linebacker. That's number 44, Owen Larson, the two-way man for the Norskies.
That was sniffed out right away, and the reverse weren't fooled this time.
Not fooled in the slightest. 2nd and 15 now. 2:05 left to go here with a running clock in this first half. Brookfield Central still taking their sweet time. Seem content to just not let DeForest have the ball back. As Seymour in the gun. King and Hootkin out to the right.
They should try to score. They get the ball to start the second half, so you'd like to get one now and then boom right away.
Get a 2-for-1 as Seymour rolls out to the left, fires it back to Hoffensberger on the other side of the formation, sheds a few tackles across the 45, sheds another 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, foot race to the house. 15, 10, 5, see you later. Reese Hoffensberger. Think they want to score now, Dennis?
There it is. That was all Hoffensberger breaking 5, 6, 7 tackles. He just kept going.
Heck of an effort. He was a man on a mission. Would not be denied until he reached the end zone, as it is now 13-0 in favor of the Brookfield Central Lancers. Minute 26 to go here in this first half.
The little engine that could, I think I can, yes, in the end zone.
Once he shed that last tackle across the 50-yard line, he just turned on the afterburners. Reese Hoffensberger, the two-way player, 6 feet tall, 185-pound junior for this Brookfield Lancer team. They have made the most of 2 DeForest turnovers. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Make it no good.
Oh, no good.
Bad angle. It looked good from here. Referee singles no dice. The score will remain 13-0 in favor of the Lancers.
By the way, Hoffensberger, state qualifier in the 300 hurdles.
The 300 hurdles?
He's
wow.
used to jumping over things and persisting. Nothing like hitting a hurdle, and you got to keep going. Keep going.
Hurdles are tough. My girlfriend's a hurdler. I don't know how they get her done, but PrepMania brought to you by the lineup. And the coach's profile earlier from Joel Nellis was brought to you by the lineup at Midwest Financial Group. They consist of coaches for your financial world, organizing all the players on your personal team for the best chance of success. Behind every great team is a great coach. Let Midwest Financial Group be yours for your financial planning needs. Head to mfgteam.com to get a start today on your financial future. That's mfgteam.com. Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, FINRA/SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Boy, that was a 63-yard. No, take it back. That was a 37-yard. Right, scoring point. No, 63 it was. It was the other side. I'm like, how far was that? 63-yard scoring play from A.J. Seymour to Hoffensberger. 9-play drive, 88 yards and 4:48. Just when we were wondering, hey, guys, clock's running. Here's the big play. First big play of the game.
They got into the end zone in a hurry. Ball kickoff from Ryan Capers. Bounces dangerously close to the goal line. It was slowing down.
The return guy's going, go.
Yeah.
Over the line.
Colin Paskey was letting it roll, and he may have had that pick.
That was dangerous.
He was very close to having to pick that up and run it from the 1 yard line. However, it bounces into the end zone. In high school, once the ball touches the end line, it is a touchback. So DeForest will start this drive from their own 20-yard line. Going to have to hustle, trailing 13-0 with 1:26 to go in the first half.
Now let's see what their pass play is with trips left. Got to be going to the air in this one.
One receiver out wide to the right. That's Danny Sachka. Going to be a give up the middle to Jacobson. Bounces it outside, cuts it back up the middle for a gain of about 2. Luke Roush on the stop. One of the many two-way players mentioned this evening. Minute 10 now here in the first half. DeForest hustles to the line. Acquarty on the left side of the line. 2 receivers out to the left, Paskey and Hermanson. Ziegler rolling out to his left, fires that way, down deep looking for Hermanson, and he jumps up, high points it at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Norskies. That was the big play they needed to get within striking distance. 1st and 10 now in Brookfield Central territory.
See, he landed, nobody touched him. Got up, nope, sorry. High school, you touched, you're done. You can't get up and run, buddy. But it was a good try.
And a great throw, great catch from Nick Hermanson. As we step aside, you're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Apologies while we were in break. A.J. Ziegler and Nick Hermanson connected once again on another long pass play. They're now up to the Brookfield Central 25-yard line. Let's see if they can convert here. 43 seconds to go. Ziegler takes the snap, rolling out to his left. Looking back corner of the end zone. That's Hermanson. He high points it again, makes the catch, lunges for the end zone, and is marked down at the 1-yard line. Hermanson had to come back for the ball, but once again makes the play. This is the Nick Hermanson drive. He is showing out.
That's 34, 18, and 24-yard catches in the last 3 plays, all first downs.
You'll take that if you are DeForest. And now Brookfield Central going to take a timeout to collect themselves. 26.3 seconds, pardon me, left to go in the first half. Isaac Ziegler and Nick Hermanson have been connected at the hip so far on this drive. They trail 13-0, but knocking on the door from the 1-yard line.
3 catches for 76 yards. Last year he had 3 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown, a 40.3-yard average. So kind of expecting him to make some big plays here. It was quiet in those first 2 drives, but coming to play here right before halftime. We wondered, could they answer? Yes, they answered.
They certainly can, as long as they don't turn the ball over here now at the Brookfield Central 1-yard line. And Dennis, now after seeing the success from airing it out to Hermanson, do you change your strategy going into the second half if you're Coach Mack?
No, I think you still want to go with what is run the ball, but you want to mix some passes in. Now they've shown what they can do with the air. So any thoughts about loading the box here at halftime for Brookfield Central to stop the run even further? No. You're going to have to honor that arm.
Offset I formation here for DeForest as both teams come to the line once again.
And waiting for a signal from the official. There we go.
Now play resumes. Danny Sachka heads to the sideline. Going to be a flag.
For
illegal substitution.
Oh, goodness gracious. DeForest getting dinged for illegal substitution. Sachka looked like he tried to get off the field, or maybe it was because he left the field. Regardless, going to be now first and goal from the 6-yard line. You still like your chances if you're the Norskies, but not quite as much as from the 1. Offset I formation. Jacobson the deep back. Ziegler give to Jacobson, makes a man miss in the backfield, bounces it outside, and he will scamper in for a DeForest touchdown. Can they answer? They certainly can. Your score 13-6 now. DeForest cuts into that lead.
5 plays, 80 yards officially on that drive. In just over a minute, 1:05. That's pretty impressive down the field considering they turned the ball over twice in their 2 previous drives of, the first one was 10 and that second drive was 12 plays.
Phenomenal answer and resilience.
Great play call
from this DeForest Norski team. Yep, and Bradley Jacobson punctuates it with a touchdown. This is the first time we get to see the kicker, Kyle Ugaldi, is on the Kevin Stemke watch list. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is true. However, a flag down on the play. Hold everything.
He was perfect a year ago, 26 of 26, 1 of 2 from field goals. He's also the as a backup quarterback for him too.
Can do it all. Ugaldi trots off the field. DeForest appears to indicate that it is on Brookfield Central. Referees, you know, it's week 1 for everyone. Once again, taking their time, huddling up, confirming the call.
Personal foul on Brookfield Central.
It was, in fact, a personal foul on Brookfield Central.
Yep,
Let's see what happened. Maybe went after the nose guard.
They'll be enforced on the kickoff now, so put the ball in the end zone. Or try to pin him inside the 5.
Pin him deep. You never know. 20.8 seconds. Some crazy things have happened this game.
Yeah, 5 plays, 80 yards, 105 time of the drive there. But set up by that great connection there. Ziegler to Hermanson.
Isaac Ziegler and Hermanson. Dialed in on that drive. A blitzkrieg from the DeForest offense as the kicking team trots out onto the field. Zimbrick Honda, your presenting sponsor of PrepMania. For over 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. Trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. DeForest, Ugaldi now will be able to kick off from the Brookfield Central 45-yard line. Dennis, what's your strategy here? You mentioned pinning them deep or trying to put it in the corner?
I'd say try to pooch it. You don't want to put it in the corner and have it go out of bounds and then move it out to the 35. So I'd say try to pooch it up the middle and see if you can get your gunners down there to get a tackle inside the 10.
Let's see what Ugaldi does. 20.8 seconds to go. DeForest trails 13-7. The run-up, the kick end over end, and he will just boot it square through the end zone.
Well, you know, you could have tried an onside kick there too, but with 20 seconds to go, you don't want to give them a chance to have a short field either.
DeForest content trailing 13-7, and you never know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. So many what-ifs in every game, but if you don't turn the ball over within Brookfield Central's 25-yard line twice, score could be a lot different right now.
See, that was the problem. If they would have kept the drive short, they might have scored. It was that extra play that forced them to turn it over. Whatever, coaches look for it. And there goes the knee for team rush.
Brookfield Central is going to take a knee and head to halftime as the clock ticks away here in half number 1. We've got a good one on our hands here at DMB Community Bank Stadium. Your score through one half of play, The visiting Brookfield Central Lancers 13, the hosting DeForest Norskies 7. We'll be right back. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that cover a full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm is dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how Midwest Financial Group can help set your future up for success. That's mfgteam.com. Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, FINRA/SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tax planning and fixed insurances are separate from and not offered through Commonwealth.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Whether you're an artist playing accountant, a barista trying to be a bean counter, or a student just looking to get started, the UW Credit Union app lets you be free to be you. With free credit scores, free online bill pay, and the ability to send money to friends. Because with fewer fees, you can do more of what you love. UW Credit Union, here for every you. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, Dave from Canopy Wealth Management here. Our team has years of experience, which has prepared us to guide you through your life transitions and help you achieve your financial goals with confidence. We're fiduciaries and will never back gimmicks or instruments that chase single-day returns or put your long-term goals at risk. At Canopy, care, confidence, clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. We're an independent, fee-based firm specializing in customized investment management, tax-aware wealth planning, and personalized client service. We're a steward along your financial journey because you deserve more than a run-of-the-mill experience. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Over the past 20 years, Wisconsin has seen a huge increase in reported elder abuse cases. Elder abuse is the verbal, physical, emotional, sexual, or financial abuse of a senior citizen. It can also be the intentional or unintentional neglect of an older person. Wisconsin's population of seniors 65 and older is projected to grow significantly in the coming decades. That's why we all share the responsibility to help protect our seniors by recognizing and reporting any signs of elder abuse. If you believe that elder abuse has been inflicted upon yourself or someone you know, please report it. Call the Wisconsin Elder Abuse Hotline toll-free at 1-833-586-0107 or visit reportelderabusewI.org. Respect our elders. Report abuse. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Justice.
This project is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $120,000 with 100% funding by ACL HHS. The contents are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official views of, nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.
What's up, Madison? It's head coach Kelly Sheffield.
Wisconsin proved they were the #1 team in the country tonight.
You're listening to Madison's new home for Wisconsin Badger volleyball, 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Jesse Nelson with you back in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Halftime on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, and it's shaping up to be another good one here. The second night of our back-to-back doubleheader to kick off the high school football season.
Brookfield Central leads DeForest 13-7 at the break. The Lancers got out to a 13-0 advantage. DeForest with a strong score just before the break to cut the lead down to 6 for Brookfield Central. Riley Yauk and Dennis Semrau will share their first half thoughts and get set for the second half of action coming up next on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Other scores around the area: Janesville Craig with a 7-0 lead on Sun Prairie West after one quarter. At the half, they're getting there right now. Beaver Dam with a 21-14 lead on Fort Atkinson. Listen on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, our sister station. You can also watch it on Daily Dodge TV on YouTube. The Milton Redhawks, Riley Yauk's alma mater, 14-0 leaders over Watertown, Stoughton, and Oregon in the late second quarter. We'll keep tabs on that one as we continue into the evening hours. Mount Horeb Barneveld up 14-7 on Baldwin Woodville at the end of the first quarter. Oh, here we go for Oregon Stoughton. My apologies. Oregon with a 14-7 lead on Stoughton in the second quarter. Good for the Panthers up on the Vikings in that rivalry game. Sauk Prairie all over Baraboo, 31-0 late in the second quarter. At the half, Portage up 24-0 on Wisconsin Dells. The ESPN Wisconsin Media Poll rankings reveal show every Tuesday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. In the large division, top 10 teams in action, couple of top 10 matchups going on around the state tonight. Number 1 ranked Marquette and 8th ranked Arrowhead, a high-octane, powerful game between these two teams. Marquette with a 21-20 lead on Arrowhead. You can listen to it on our sister station, 101.7 The Truth in Milwaukee. Second-ranked Muskego has its hands full with the Neenah Rockets, 21-3. Primetime Wollersheim's alma mater, the Neenah Rockets, up on my school. The Muskego Warriors upset Brewing down in the southeast part of the state in the Classic 8. Neenah 21-3 on top of second-ranked Muskego. 10th-ranked Catholic Memorial over third-ranked Franklin. There's another top 10 matchup on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee and on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel. Catholic Memorial with a 17-14 lead right now on the Sabres in the late stages of the second quarter. Also in the second quarter, 9th-ranked Notre Dame Academy in Green Bay up 13-0 on the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts, one of my favorite mascots in the state. Other scores, final from last night, 4th-ranked Wanakee shuts out La Crosse Central 38-0. 5th-ranked Mugwanago goes on the road, gets a 20-10 win over Appleton North. And 7th-ranked Lake Geneva Badger, the defending Division II state champions, 27-17 winners over Greendale. Again, our game at the half, DeForest and Brookfield Central. The Lancers of Brookfield Central hold a 13-7 lead. We'll be back here in the Everlight Solar Studio after the game, sharing final scores from all around the area. You won't want to miss it. This is your central place to be for Madison area high school sports this evening. Wherever you may be joining us, we thank you on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. Pop in or hop online at uwcu.org to join. UW Credit Union, proud to support all the area's student athletes. Make sure to listen every week to ESPN Madison and follow on our social media platforms to find out more about this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. On the other side of the break, we'll go back to Riley Yauk and Dennis Semrau at DeForest Area High School, where Brookfield Central has a 13-7 lead on DeForest. It's Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
The drive home just got a whole lot classier.
Your bucket is filled with attention.
Yeah.
My bucket is filled with conflict.
Well, Sort of.
Both of you are insane animals. Like, I would never want as much attention as you thrive on, and I would never want as much confrontation because confrontation makes me sweat. You guys are weird.
That's the lifeblood. Like, what are we living for if we're not out here having conversations?
Not out here trying to prove others wrong.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. Presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Stoughton Health encourages women over the age of 40 to schedule their annual mammogram. Stoughton Health uses 3D mammography, providing more accurate images for better, earlier breast cancer detection. And since Stoughton Health knows you want to receive your health care locally, they accept a wide variety of health care plans, including Dean Health, Quartz, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, United Healthcare, and more, this month and every month. Choose Stoughton Health for your care. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut box. Get your choice of a 2-topping personal pan pizza, a half melt or a full melt, and your choice of either boneless wings or fries. It's the ultimate solo meal starting at only $6.99. Craving pizza and wings? You got it. Want melts and fries? You got it. Because this meal is all about you. Perfect for a speedy lunch, a relaxing dinner for one, or anytime you're on the go. Head to pizzahut.com to order your My Hut box today. That's pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that cover a full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm is dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how Midwest Financial Group can help set your future up for success. That's mfgteam.com. Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, FINRA/SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tax planning and fixed insurances are separate from and not offered through Commonwealth.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The countdown to game day is on.
You got playmakers around you, really excited to roll this fall.
Throws to the end zone, and it's caught. It's a Wisconsin touchdown.
Nobody covers the Badgers like 100.5 ESPN.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. PrepMania in part brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management. As at Canopy Wealth Management, they believe in the continued development of partnerships for good within their communities and giving back where they can. The team at Canopy emphasizes building local relationships and believes that values matter and strengthen their communities. When you work with Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com. We are here at DMB Community Bank Stadium in DeForest, where the Norskies trail the Brookfield Central Lancers 13-7. Dennis, what did you see in that first half?
Well, the turnovers is what did DeForest in, right? Got the ball inside the 25, first for fumble loss, then an interception. But coming back, we see Norski. I mean, they love to run the football, but 3 straight passes to Nick Hermanson, outstanding. It's a pretty even game stat-wise, 27 plays, 169 yards for DeForest. For BC, 24 for 165. Rushing, both teams just running just enough to try to loosen things up. Jacobson, his first varsity start. Welcome to, hopefully that'll be the Badger
Looking
Large.
impressive so far, yeah. DeForest.
12 for 46, 12 for 46, 1 touchdown. Hermanson, 3 catches for 76 all in that last drive that got him on the board. And then Ziegler, he has not thrown an incomplete pass. He's 7 of 8, 1 interception. So he completed one of the other team, I like to say, for 103 yards. So the 2 turnovers, that's the key. On the other side, Brookfield Central had the ball 3 times. The last one doesn't count. It was the kneel down at the end of the half. But 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Pottinger, 9 for 39 with a touchdown. Seymour, quarterback, 7 for 43. He's also 4 of 6 for 96 yards. And 2 passes for 76 to Hoffensberger, the big one, the 63-yard bomb that put him up 13-0. That missed extra point, though, maybe it can come back and bite you in the butt. So special teams. It always comes down to somebody making one more play. And we almost saw a dangerous one on the kickoff after the second BC touchdown where the ball was getting dangerously close to hanging around the 1 yard line before it went into the end zone. The return man, you got to make that choice. You want to pick it up and get tackled, or you hope it goes into the end zone because, as you said, once it breaks the plane in high school, there are no returns.
Yeah, and Dennis, I'm sure you hate being right, but you are 100% right. You nailed it on the head with the keys to the game. One of the keys for DeForest, no self-inflicted wounds. They had to limit penalties and turnovers are one of the huge reasons they trail 13-7 right now. And you put as their third, respond to adversity when it happens. We shall see how DeForest responds to said adversity when we come back. PrepMania also brought to you by Stoughton Health, as Stoughton Health provides trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more. The second half when we return on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
And now for the Pella play-by-play, I'm Jeff Levering alongside Gina Della from Pella.
Thanks, Jeff. How do you say welcome?
With a new entry door from Pella.
Say it with color.
Like baseball bat oak or foul pole yellow?
Say it with class.
Like following players' unwritten baseball rules.
With clarity.
Like a no-doubter shot off the scoreboard?
Or with confidence.
Like an overachieving first-place team who experts predicted would be below average this season.
Before saying welcome with your new entry door from Pella, secure an incredible deal.
Like a ruthless baseball player's agent. Here's a deal you cannot pass up.
Right now, get 0% interest for up to 60 months with no money down and equal payments.
That's the ball game. A Pella walk-off.
Your new entry door from Pella is installed and warranted by Pella for years of comfort and durability.
Don't miss out on 0% interest for up to 60 months with no money down and equal payments.
Schedule your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 8/31/2024.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Dennis, we got to talk about Brookfield Central's head coach. Let's take the time now to talk about Aaron Mack, the head coach for DeForest.
Well, Aaron's his fifth year, 27-12, record 17-4 in conference play. Prior to taking the job at DeForest, he was the athletic director at Wisconsin Dells High School, head football coach there from 2012 to 15. His first season there, he led them to their first playoff appearance in 15 years. He's also had coaching stops at New Berlin West and Iowa Grant. And like the Dells, he led New Berlin West to the playoffs for the first season, the first time they'd been there in 8 years. His trophy case is stacked. He was the Southwest Athletic League Head Coach of the Year in 2008 and 9. Offensive coordinator for the WFCA High School All-Star Games in 2009 and 10. And he started as a graduate assistant coach and quality control coach for Madison, where he met Joel Nellis, who was a walk-on at Wisconsin. He's also the first cousin of Lodi, first-year head coach Kyle Mack. And Kyle's dad as well. So
yeah, Lodi looking to repeat as state champions in Division 4.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on their debut. Had a great one for Chris Graverson over at Wanakee last night. And also Madison Memorial came out with a win in Austin's win over there. Bisaglia.
Sure, you love to see these city schools succeed here in the Madison area, as PrepMania also brought to you by Daniels Construction. For 71 years, Daniels Construction has been building better futures, people, and communities right here in South Central Wisconsin. As an award-winning contractor, they specialize in their diverse workload and self-performing services. Whether you're looking to start or advance your career, they offer multi-trade opportunities with on-the-job paid training. Daniels Construction is committed to quality and growth, proud to be an employee and family-owned business, and a dedicated youth apprentice employer. Build your future with Daniels Construction today. Visit danielsco.com to learn more. And Dennis, as both teams trot onto the field for this second half, only a minute 40 left in the break. What are you looking for from both of these teams coming out to start the second half?
Well, Brookfield Central mixed the pass and the run. A lot more running there in the first half, but they're going to come out with a lead, and they want to be able to put some points up on the board and get the Norskies reeling. Right now, the momentum's with the Norskies being able to get that short time period, long drive, being able to go 80 yards in 5 plays. So I'm sure Norskies went in at halftime saying, here's some adjustments we got to make, but we know we can put the ball in the air and come back. As you mentioned, one of the keys, the adversity. That's a good bounce back. Now for Brookfield Central, they want to say, okay, no, we're the road team. We want to show who's boss in this one. And you want to get that touchdown and then probably maybe a 2-point. See, maybe they'll go for the 2-point to get that back to a 14-point lead. We'll see if it happens. But, yeah, I would be surprised if they try to go air too much, 2 drives. It's incredible. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Took up almost the entire first half.
As I mentioned before, sometimes games you have a natural running clock when it doesn't go over 35 points. And sometimes you get that 34-point where it's a big game and then it drags, right?
For an eternity.
This one was played well. This good for you. Good first game for you, man.
Yeah, I'll take it for sure. I know you and Jesse were talking yesterday during a shootout between Bayport and Middleton, how you didn't prefer the slobber knockers, the low-scoring games. How do you feel about this one?
Well, this one's been well played. That's the thing. That a couple of turnovers, we might have a few more scores. You just don't like the ones where it's a lot of turnovers and penalties, and that's why it's 7-6 or 14-7 or something like that. But this kind of game, that's fine. Teams come out. The penalties, actually, they had 3 penalties for Brookfield.
On the one drive, and it didn't matter.
And then they go down the field and score anyway. So, but the good thing about the weather's great. Normally, that first or second week, you got guys cramping up because they're not used to, they haven't hydrated enough and the heat and humidity. But this is perfect for high school football. And it is truly now at darkness, Friday night lights. Couldn't be any better.
Yep, the darkness has descended upon DMB Community Bank Stadium as we prepare for the second half. Brookfield Central to receive the kick from Kyle Ugaldi. He spots the ball at the 40-yard line, lines it up, makes a few adjustments. It is, as Dennis said, a picture-perfect night, just the right amount of chill in the air. Feels like the middle of September. Brookfield Central leads this one 13-7 over DeForest as we begin the third quarter. Right about now, Ugaldi's kick is a booming one, end over end, all the way back to the goal line, and Bobby King drops it into the end zone, and that will be a touchback.
So make them start on the 20. That's what you want.
Heck of a kick from Kyle Ugalde. As mentioned earlier, he's on the Kevin Stemke watch list, which goes to the best kicker in the state of Wisconsin. Several DeForest players on several watch lists. I believe Derek Klein, the Minnesota Duluth commit. Also, I believe it's the Jim Leonard watch list that he's on.
Oh, yes. They couldn't have picked a better person to name that award after.
Yeah. Gotta love Jimmy Leonard in the state of Wisconsin. As Brookfield Central gets us going here in the third quarter, Hopfensberger motions to the left across the formation. Shotgun set, 2 receivers, 1 wide on each side. Give up the middle to Pottinger, and he is swarmed in the backfield. A whole horde of Norskies led by Peyton Johnson-Klimke. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11 coming up for the Lancers.
Hello. That was a team photo he was running into. Like, where'd these guys come from? Great first stop.
DeForest defense coming out with a little extra juice maybe than they had in the first half. 11:30 to go here. 1 play gone by in this second half. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Lancers. O-line gets set. Bobby King and Nathan Hootkin out wide to the right. Lancers working left to right here. Seymour takes the snap, going to be a read option. He'll keep it, got a crease up across the 25-yard line, up near the 30-yard line where he is brought down. Going to be a 1st and 10 for Brookfield Central. That was Amir Humer making the stop.
Yeah, great carry there. Saw a little seam there off the right guard and pushed it out for 12 yards on the first down.
Humer may have stopped a touchdown or a much longer run. Could still be churning those legs right now. He was the last line of defense. Seymour now in the shotgun. Pottinger to his left. Hootkin and King out wide to the left. That's that far side. Going to be another read option. Another keeper for Seymour. sprints ahead across the 35 up to the 40-yard line. Tackled after a gain of about 10 yards. And he moves the chains again. 10:33 to go. 1st and 10 for the Lancers from their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, Vanderwalde, when the secondary's making tackles, that's not a good sign.
Nope, I don't believe he was touched till he was about 7 yards past the line of scrimmage.
So a pickup 12 and a pickup of 10 back-to-back carries.
Pottinger stonewalled in the backfield on his first carry, and Seymour is like, I'll give it a try myself. 20 yards on the last 2 plays for him. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers out to the left for the Lancers. Pottinger to the left of Seymour in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself one more time. Why not? Outside the numbers to the 45-yard line, up near the 47. Another pickup of about 6 for the Brookfield Central quarterback.
We got to see him on defense first, so we just had a feeling this kid likes contact. Now, he's smart enough not to go head-on with some of the big defensive linemen, but when it comes out on the edge, he puts his shoulder down, gets those extra couple of yards.
Yeah, he had no problem getting the corner on that one. Outran Bradley Jacobson, the DeForest running back. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Ball in the left hash. Seymour going to keep it himself. Now he's going to throw it, and behind the secondary is Bobby King. The ball bounces, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way. Across the 30-yard line, near side, 40 to the 45-yard line before he's slung down by Pottinger. Derek Klein, the Jim Leonard Award watch list nominee, with the interception. The ball tipped off the hands of King. He had a step, and it fell right into the lap of Derek Klein.
Yeah, it was about a 26-yard completion there, and then the return for Klein. One of those where he got the catch, but make sure you get your hands in there, and he pulled it away, took it away from him.
Yep, almost handed it right to Klein as 9:05 to play here in the third quarter. Brookfield Central leads 13-7, but DeForest now with a turnover of their own, 2-1 now in favor of the Lancers is the turnover margin.
19-yard return on that one for Klein, too.
Klein had some wheels. Isaac Ziegler in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Going to be a double reverse here. Pass.
Oh,
Ziegler's got it again. Going to fire wide open down the sideline is Paskey. Block from Acquardi. Touchdown Norskies. That is how you start the second half if you are DeForest.
The old flea flicker had pulled one out of the bag of tricks for that one. Ziegler, great throw, found him wide open down the left sideline.
Both Acquardi and Paskey were wide open down that left sideline. And Paskey was the one to make the catch, 13-all.
The key was the block, too. Acquardi got a block and made sure he went in untouched. Good job on the hey, I can't get it. My teammate's he's gonna score.
Yep, team effort all around. The deception. Aaron Mack going into the bag of tricks here to start the second half. 8:54 to play. Kyle Ugalde on to attempt the extra point. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is well good. He boots that over the track. And with that, DeForest quickly takes the lead here with 8:54 to play. In the third quarter, your score, DeForest 14, Brookfield Central 13. Just like that, you are listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
To 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The DeForest Norskies have taken the lead in this one with 8:54 to play in the third quarter. They lead it now 14-13 over the Brookfield Central Lancers. A little double reverse pass How about that, Dennis?
Yep, so we talked about coming out with the momentum on DeForest. They get a stop, interception, boom, 54-yard play. Took 11 seconds to develop, and DeForest is in front for the first time tonight.
I think they have responded to adversity. A little squibber here from Ugalde, picked up by King at his own 2-yard line, working outside to the left where he is tripped up. That's Owen Volk on the stop, and 2 flags come in from the side judges. A few extracurriculars after, and a third one for good measure. Coaches screaming at their players to get back to the sideline. See if these offset are on both teams or if there is a particular guilty culprit.
Are we getting a little feisty out there, guys? Return to there from the 2 to the 21, 19 yards for King, but a great tackle.
Hate to see the penalties, but you love to see the competitive fire from both of these teams getting after it in a game that I believe you told me, Dennis, hasn't happened in about 40 years?
Joel Nellis, though. I go, so when was the last time you played? Oh, I think I was in grade school back then. He doesn't remember. DeForest couldn't tell me either. So, and wasn't able to go back to the archives for that one. Just say they haven't played each other in a while. So there shouldn't be any animosity out here. But, yeah, Brookfield Central was feeling pretty good with that lead, and all of a sudden now DeForest just snatched it away.
Gone just like
offsetting
that.
Penalties on personal fouls. So
looks like we're going to start where we anticipated we were going to start. The ball will stay at the 22-yard line after offsetting penalties. Hey, if you happen to know when exactly DeForest and Brookfield Central last played, if maybe you're on either team, know about either team, feel free to throw it in the YouTube chat. Our video producer extraordinaire, Hunter Vaughn, will be monitoring and give us that information. Almost feels like one of those bowl game matchups or one of those premier early season matchups that you see in college football. 2 teams not familiar with each other, but you want to start the season off on the right foot. You've been amped up all training camp. You just want to hit someone.
Somebody else,
and they're getting after it here early in the third quarter. 8:49 to play, 14-13. DeForest going to be read option. Little pass to Reese Hoffensberger. Up across the 30-yard line. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Lancers. He's brought to the turf, it looked like, by Johnson Klimke. Up near the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 34. Make it a 33. 1st down and 10 for the Lancers.
And it looks like a pick up a 12 on that play.
Shotgun formation here for the Lancers. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Going to be a keeper for Seymour. He runs outside the numbers and thrown out of bounds after a gain of about 1. Looks like it was Connor Geezy, the first one to meet him and deliver him into his own bench.
Yeah, Mason Ladwig on the play there, number 34. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're tackling the quarterback in front of his own bench. Yeah. All those other guys around you.
See some more personal fouls coming up, but no extracurriculars after that one. Shotgun formation here for the Lancers. 2 receivers out to the left again. Ball on the left hash. Brookfield once again working left to right here. Give to Pottinger. Bounces outside, cuts it back in where he's met by 3 Norskies. Gain of about 2. Going to be 3rd and long coming up for Brookfield Central. And it seems the momentum has clearly shifted the way of the Norskies.
Yeah, good defensive stand here so far, but
got to stop him for 3.
Yeah, the way Seymour can make plays here.
Seymour has been the man on 3rd down. 2 receivers, that's King and Hootkin on the right side. Pottinger to the right of Seymour. Ball on the left hash. 3rd and 6 for the Lancers. Takes the snap. A little bit of a fumble. He's rolling out to the right. Seymour fires down the field. He's got King. He makes the catch on the sideline. Tiptoes across the 35 of DeForest. And you got to stop him 3 times. However, there is a flag on the play. I was following the action and missed it, and just like that, a long completion is negated. 3rd and 16 now coming up for the Lancers, and that takes the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, Braden Drinka, the defensive back, was one-on-one coverage. He was a little upset. He slammed the fist to the turf, but that was a great throw right into the hands. But we got a penalty, and bring it back, boys.
Got to play clean. I didn't hear who the culprit was on the offensive line. They may get a scolding in the film session. So I said 3rd and 16. Scoreboard reads, no, I was correct. I read 3rd and 22 for a second.
3rd and 17.
Maybe a yard off, 3rd and 17. 7:24 to go. DeForest leading Brookfield Central 14-13 due to a missed extra point. Brookfield Central holding call pushes them back, has to redo 3rd down, negated a large completion. Shotgun 4 receivers set, Pottinger in the backfield. Seymour back to throw, plenty of time, running out of time now, and he is swallowed up in the backfield. Peyton Johnson Klimke with the sack. He had time until he didn't. Going to be 4th and long for Brookfield Central.
I think we can call that a team sack.
Yeah.
He had plenty of company there for Norskies.
Johnson Klimke first to meet him, I should say, before the entire defense joined their friend.
Stood him up. Yeah, and here are my friends coming along. Yeah. You're not going anywhere.
No gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. 6:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I believe this is our first punt of the game.
That is correct.
A.J. Seymour, man of many talents, on to punt it away for the Lancers. Braden Drinka, the deep man for the Norskies, and that one is an absolute shank.
Oh.
It may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. The Norskies will start from the Brookfield Central 34-yard line. That is not what you needed if you are Brookfield Central.
Video dictionary, that picture of a shank, that's what a shank is right there.
Yep.
34, 7 yards on the punt.
And now the DeForest offense will once again take the field in the pistol formation.
Here's where they can lay a hammer here right now.
Really?
As far as they're going to go up top or just kind
stretch
of
this
grind
lead.
it out.
Anthony McDaniel checks in as the H-back. Going to be give up the middle to Jacobson. And the Lancers are having none of it. Tommy Bloom flying into the backfield. 3-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 13 coming up for DeForest.
Jacobson didn't have a chance on that one. Bloom was all over him.
Another play where Bloom was almost in the backfield by the time the handoff was made. And make it 2nd and 14 for DeForest from the Brookfield 38-yard line. Pistol formation, DeAnthony McDaniel, once again the H-back. 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Read option here. Ziegler going to keep it as he hobbles his way up near the original line of scrimmage. Tripped up. Still going to be behind the sticks. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Norskies. Dennis, if you're Aaron Mack, what do you dial up here on 3rd and long?
I'm still waiting for my jump pass to throw it up and let Accardi go get it.
Jackson Accardi, mostly quiet today, aside from 1 reception and a key block to spring Paskey for the touchdown. Pistol formation, 3 receivers out to the left, Accardi in the slot left. Pressure coming from Seymour. Ziegler avoids it, fires deep down the right sideline. Jump ball. Paskey almost make that Hermanson. Almost makes the catch once again. It was a 50-50 jump ball. And no one comes up with it. Incomplete. And now DeForest has a decision to make on 4th and long.
Yeah, it's a 53-yard field goal attempt, most likely, which I believe would be out of his range.
I believe as good as Ugalde is.
But they're going to go for it because a punt might not get you that much difference. So give it a shot.
4th and long, 4th and 12 coming up here for the Norskies. Accardi, Paskey, Hermanson out to the right. Sachka to the left. Jacobson in the backfield to the right of Ziegler. He's rolling out to the right. Good block from Jacobson. Point and directing traffic. There's the jump pass, and it's pulled down by Paskey across the 20-yard line up to the 16. Not exactly what you had in mind on the jump pass, I'm sure, but Ziegler working his magic out there to get the first down.
Yeah, throw it up and Paskey will go get it.
These DeForest receivers going up and making some plays. Hermanson, Paskey, the forerunners here this evening. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. DeForest leading 14-13. Huge 4th and long conversion. Looking to stretch their lead here now. 1st and 10 from the Brookfield Central 15.
Yeah, D-backs would rather see him throwing to Paskey. He's only 6 foot. He's about their size, but he showed some going up that ladder there to go get that one.
Played taller there. Pistol formation. Receiver out to the right. One far on the left. Going to be a give to Jacobson. Right up the middle. He picks up 1, maybe 2. For he is brought to a halt. 2nd and long coming up now for the Norskies.
2nd and 9.
From the Brookfield Central 14, 3:55 to go here in quarter number 3. DeForest leading 14-13. They approach the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation once again. Jacobson, the deep back, Acquarty and Larson. H-back and tight end respectively. Hermanson and Sachka. The receivers here. Going to be a play-action pass. They find Acquarty at the 10 to the 5. Lowers the shoulder. Drags 2 defenders into the end zone. Touchdown Jackson Acquarty. Touchdown DeForest.
Yeah, 6 plays, 34 yards. Able to take advantage of that turnover. Well, that punt. That's on the stop.
Take him home, country roads. The West Virginia commit stretches this Norski lead 20-13 now. 3:24 left to play in quarter number 3.
Well, we got to see the guy we wanted to see. That was your player, right? We talked about that last night.
That was my player I brought up during the Bayport Middleton game last night. Acquarty finally finding the end zone this evening. And you knew once he got ahead of steam, nobody was bringing him down. Ugalde on to attempt the extra point, almost blocked there, but he boots that through the uprights. Extra point is good. The lead has swollen to 8 now for DeForest. Your score with 3:24 left to play in quarter number 3. DeForest 21, Brookfield Central 13. This presentation of PrepMania brought to you in part by Madison Axe. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Check out the buzz at Madison Axe, your state-of-the-art entertainment spot with 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard. 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, and more. Perfect for a night out with the family or parties. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. Dennis?
Did I hear that? Matt Hamilton enthusiastically talking about the axe throwing.
Hey, I'd love to go to Madison Axe sometime. That sounds awesome.
That sounds like a group outing place, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds like a great place to have like a 12-year-old birthday party. All due respect, I would still love to go do it. Also,
the moms wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe not. Video producer Hunter Vaughn has just informed me the YouTube account Hey Bears, shout out you, says that DeForest and Brookfield Central played each other about 6 years ago in the middle of the season, so maybe just slipped the mind of Coach Nellis. Not sure exactly, but
yeah, DeForest said he said no. He went back and checked his record. So
okay, so I
don't know.
I don't know. We have conflicting reports here. A YouTube comment.
Give us the date
versus the head coach. I'm not going to speculate any further. Kyle, you go.
Well, we thank the thanks for the information.
Yeah, we
always appreciate that.
Oh, glad you guys are listening and trying to help us out as Bobby King turns the corner outside the numbers across the 25 up near the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for Brookfield Central, who suddenly, after dominating most of the first half, now finds themselves looking up at DeForest, trailing 21-13. Dennis, what does Brookfield Central have to do to reestablish in this one?
First of all, don't turn it over and don't have a shank punt, which is just pretty much like a turnover in that last drive. That was a 6-play, 34-yard drive, 3:01 time of the drive. Accardi, the reception from Ziegler. First touchdown pass. Right. DeForest had a run. And that's actually the second touchdown pass now for Ziegler in his varsity career.
Congratulations to Isaac Ziegler, one of them to Paskey, one of them to Accardi.
Yeah, he ran for a touchdown last year. But
Hutkin in motion. Seymour going to keep it here across the 35-yard line. Pulls some defenders up across the 40-yard line. A.J. Seymour trying to put the team on his back. He almost lost his hat there. Halfway pulled off. Going to have to readjust that quick. His lineman helping him out.
Yeah.
That's
Keep the head on, my man. Keep the head on.
Looks like that was Patrick Bukowski, the Good Samaritan, helping him with his chin strap.
That's a good play, good return, and then 13 yards on the first play. So just want to keep establishing the run. This is still a one-score game. They'll have to go for 2 to tie it.
Plenty of time left. Hutkin in motion. Going to be a keeper again for Seymour. Across the 45, up past the midfield stripe, into DeForest territory at the 49-yard line. A.J. Seymour working hard here in the second half. 2:25 to go. Brookfield Central trailing DeForest 13-21.
This is where the Norskies defense now bend but don't break, and they need just to make Brookfield Central grind it out. I mean, the clock will be there, make the clock their enemy. You get a stop here, and then another long drive. DeForest could put it away, but they need to stop here.
Shotgun.
Keep that momentum.
Shotgun here for the Lancers. Seymour back to pass. Fires deep down the right side. Bobby King is open, stretches to make the catch across the 15-yard line. Heck of an effort from Bobby King. The speedster, I thought he overshot him at first, but King with a diving effort to put the Lancers in the red zone in scoring position. How about that?
Yeah, Coach Nella said he is the fastest kid in the program, and I think he showed it right there. He was honorable mention all-conference defensive back and also all-conference scholar athlete. To understand, student comes first. 4 picks last year, but, wow, that was a big play. A year ago, he had 1 catch all season. 71-yard touchdown pass. So
huge one right there, just what the doctor ordered. Give to Pottinger here. He sheds a few tackles, cross the 5, into the end zone. And just like that, we're talking about what Brookfield Central has to do. They answer, and fast. 21-19.
4 plays, 70 yards. Now that's what you call a good response.
Both teams showing a penchant for responding to adversity. Now a decision here for Coach Nellis. Do you go for 2 right away? I feel like why not?
Yep, I agree.
As Central wants the ball on the left hash. They move it there from the 3-yard line. Connor Giese checking in on defense for DeForest.
Yep.
Carson Monty sprinting to the sideline. Already wing T formation here for the Lancers. 2-point conversion, just going to be a straight give to Jacobson. He runs into the end zone. Successful conversion. And how do you like me now? We are all tied up, 21 apiece. Brookfield Central right back at you. Minute 25 to go here in quarter number 3. Dennis, how do you like them apples?
Pottinger with his second touchdown run of the game. And all of a sudden, the momentum. We talked about Mo is fickle. Well, it's back with BC and the Lancers right now.
The big Mo, it appeared to be squarely with DeForest. And now we appear to be in store for a heck of a finish to this one as we near the end of the third quarter. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Zimbrick Honda, of course. We appreciate all they do for prep sports, as for over 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda. Visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Ryan Capers now on to kick it away for the Lancers.
It's going to be up to the Lancers defense now. DeForest, just like the Lancers did in the first half, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Norskies, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter.
Which defense can get stingy first?
And turnovers right now, BC winning the turnover battle. 1 interception versus an interception and a fumble for the Norskies.
Paskey takes it at his own 10-yard line, working right up the seam. Sheds a tackle across the 30. Another one off to the 35-yard line, up past the 40. Colin Paskey being a difference maker on special teams as he gives the Norskies great starting field position once again.
This is the most audience participation you'll get out of a high school crowd. First down, and the crowd already knows. They're well-primed, Norskies.
I can't remember what
Norskies Nation.
Other school. Maybe it was DeForest. I swear one other school does something similar, but I can't remember. It's really no concern right now as Jacobson spins off a defender across the 50, 45-yard line, turns on the Jets into Central territory across the 35, up near the 30 of Brookfield Central. However, Jacobson is down.
Ooh.
Hermanson holding on to his left leg in the air. You hate to see it. Phenomenal burst and run from Bradley Jacobson.
Hey, just tried to split 2 defenders right there. Somebody just got a little piece of him, slow him up enough to bring him down. Otherwise, he was off to the races. That would have been a 58-yard run.
As he will limp off the field to the Norski sideline under his own power. You love to see it.
23 yards on that for the first down. So right away, showing resiliency tonight. Norski's coming right back with a big play.
A seesaw type affair as just like that, DeForest into enemy territory from the Lancers 30-yard line. 56 seconds to go. We're tied at 21 from the pistol. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 on the left. Going to be a keeper here from Ziegler right up the middle. Tries to spin away from a defender. Cannot escape the grasp of Tommy Bloom. Looked like Aaron Merrick was also in on the stop.
Trying to our leg tackle there. So up to the 28 to 29. All right, that was a good call there. Quarterback showing he wants to run ball a little bit too.
Whatever you can do, I can do better, says Isaac Ziegler to A.J. Seymour, although he only picked up 1 yard. Pistol formation here, receiver out wide to the left, that's Hermanson. Sachka to the left. Going to be a give up the middle, up across the 25-yard line, past the 20, drives the legs up inside the 15-yard line. That's a man I don't have on my 2 deep. That's Owen Vek, or Volk, pardon me.
Volk with a carry.
The linebacker showing what he can do on the offensive side of the ball, as that will take us to the end of the third quarter. We have a good one on our hands, folks. Your score through 3 as they're jumping around here at DMB Community Bank Stadium. DeForest 21, Brookfield Central 21. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Bradley Jacobson back in the game for the Norskies as he is stopped after no gain on the play as we enter the fourth quarter in what has been a phenomenal game so far, Dennis.
It has. Both back and forth here. We're tied going in the fourth quarter now. And we'll see who turnovers. We'll find out. We've had 3 so far in the game. But now here's where ball security becomes so important because both these teams have shown that they can have long drives.
Could be the difference maker in the pistol here. Soch got wide to the left. Hermanson on the right. Going to be a give up the middle. Trying to find anywhere to run. Nothing doing. Right into the teeth of the defensive line for Brookfield Central. About 4 defenders made the stop. Gain of about 2 for Braylon Lee.
Yeah. Another new name out there.
Running back room getting shuffled a bit in the second half. Jacobson maybe didn't like how he was feeling after that first run. Regardless, Lee in now. Gets the play call from the sideline. 10:45 to go. We're knotted up at 21 apiece here in this final frame. Owen Larson, the H-back. Acquarty, right slot. Hermanson, receiver far on the right. Pistol formation. Sachka, on the left. Going to be a fake screen pass. Up the middle to Acquarty. There is absolutely no one in sight. Lowers the shoulder into A.J. Seymour for good measure. Acquarty with his second touchdown of the day.
He caught it. He could have gone in the end zone, could have taken a step left, but he put the shoulder down to hit somebody. He went right back into it. You're gonna feel this one, buddy.
He did not need to initiate contact on that touchdown, but did just to remind A.J. Seymour who's the real number 7 in this one. DeForest jumps back out in front, 27-21, pending the extra point here with 10:21 left to play. Cal Ugalde on to attempt the extra point. He's been perfect so far today. Knock on wood. And that one almost blocked. Phew, I avoid the announcer's jinx. It is good. Your score, DeForest 28, Brookfield Central 21. Beautiful play design there, dialed up from head coach Aaron Mack. A little fake screen out to the right to Lee. Right back up the middle to Jackson Acquarty. He had a whole host of blockers in front of him, but I don't think he really needed them.
No, he didn't. It was hey, there's the end zone. Walk into it. Walk this way, baby. Walk this way.
Walk this way indeed. Jackson Acquarty. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, also brought to you in part by the GRB Academy. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. GRB Academy wants to be a part of your plan to reach your potential. Utilize GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Personal lessons are available year-round with over 300 college players and over 150 D1 players. GRB led the way in the Midwest for college recruitment and player development. Visit grbacademy.com for more information.
Oh, that was the 6-play, 58-yard drive, 2:55 off the clock. And for Ziegler, another touchdown pass, his third of the night.
Both offenses finding their stride here in the second half. 10:21 left to play. DeForest takes the lead, 28-21 on a Jackson Acquarty little screen pass as Ugalde boots it away, end-over-end kick, fields it at his own goal line. On the far side, across the 20-yard line, sprints away from one, across the 35, 40-yard line before he's hit out of bounds. That appeared to be Matt Ramish on the return for the Lancers. Showed his burst of speed. The kick return game has been stellar for both teams.
Right out to midfield. Well, they're going to mark it 47. 47-yard return. That is a nice answer to the touchdown.
Especially
short field, yeah.
Fielding it at your own goal line. Ramish turned on the afterburners down that far sideline. Lancers working from right to left here in this fourth quarter of play. They'll start this possession from their own 47-yard line. Shotgun set. 2 receivers out to the left. Hoffensberg motions to the right side of the formation. Seymour takes a snap, give to Pottinger up the middle. He's got a hole, stiff arms, a defender across the 50, up near the 45, taken down at the 47-yard line. Solid gain on first down for the Lancers as the clock ticks under 10 minutes.
It looks like a pickup of almost 7. Both teams, it looks like they've established who their lead back will be this year. And we've got some big play receivers on both sides, kind of shaking things out. You know, you got one scrimmage where you really don't show much. You're just trying to get some reps for guys, just hitting somebody else other than hitting yourself for a week.
Yeah, both of these teams in difficult conferences. Wouldn't be shocked to see them both finish over 500 this year, though. Shotgun, going to be a read option. Seymour's going to keep it. And he pushes forward near the first down marker, drug backwards, but I don't think it matters. Forward progress going to push him across the first down stripe. Let's see what they signal. No sign of the first down yet. And there it is. Move those chains. 9:05 left to play in this one. Brookfield Central trailing 28-21 here at DMB Community Bank Stadium in beautiful DeForest, Wisconsin.
Hey, you mentioned with both teams and their schedules. Brookfield Central's in the Greater Metro, which is a 7-team league. So, okay, we got a tough conference, so let's find somebody we can play for another game. Oh, let's pick the Classic 8. Right, only the best conference in the state. And that one will count for playoff qualification. So, yeah, doesn't get any easier once the season starts, the regular season here for the Lancers after the non-conference.
As
we got timeout.
It appears a timeout has been called by the Brookfield Lancers. We're going to keep it right here. Going back to the schedule talk, DeForest supposed to be at Reedsburg next week. However, something going on with the Reedsburg football program. That game has been canceled. I don't want to speculate on what is going on. However, their district did send out a letter, I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago, that stated that their first 2 games had been canceled due to a situation with the football program. They're unable to safely field a football team. I don't know. Do you have any inside information, any thoughts on that? I don't know what's going on.
It sounds like it's a varsity, so some kind of issue where there must have been multiple suspensions where they don't have enough players. Last I heard, their younger levels were going to play, but just not the varsity. So for DeForest, yeah, I'm sure. You don't want to get a week off when it comes to the playoffs. You need every win, every game that you can get.
A de facto bye week for the Norskies coming up next week as a product of that, unless they can quick switch around their schedule.
Right, and the Norskies now in a new league. They're back now to the Badger Large, so they don't play. Last few years they were playing Wanakee in week 1 or week 2. Now,
what a tackle in the backfield. That's Connor Geezy flying in there to make the shoestring stop on A.J. Seymour, setting him up. Second down and long. Coming up for Brookfield Central. Back from the DeForest 48-yard line. 2nd and 15 now for the Lancers. Shotgun here. Pottinger to the left of Seymour. Hootkin and Bobby King split out wide to the left. Seymour takes the snap. Going to be a play-action fake. Rolling out to his left. Pressure coming. Fires it down the field. Dangerous pass. Almost intercepted by Derek Klein. Flag comes from the back judge in the area of pass interference.
Yep,
and that is what the indication is.
Oh, boy. Tough play. And that, I don't know if that one could have been caught.
Pass interference is a call.
Klein asking the referee what exactly he did wrong. Going to be a 15-yard penalty, however.
Get the legs tangled up. That is a huge break there for Brookfield Central.
Yep, didn't look flagrant to me. However, if you're the Lancers, you'll take that any day of the week.
So moves up to the 33, first down by penalty.
Yep, moves up to where the first down marker originally was. Up to the 33-yard line of DeForest. Referees halting play, coming up to discuss something.
Hey, you mentioned earlier, the referees, it's opening night for them too.
It's week 1 for everyone.
Yeah, they'll do some scrimmages the week before, but it's not the same as live.
No. And having been an umpire myself, I'm looking into being a referee and umpiring for the WIAA. I do not want to disparage our officials whatsoever.
No,
we don't have enough of them.
Right, we need more officials. And they make mistakes too. They're human, but fans just have to realize it's all about the kids. Just don't worry about the other stuff.
Exactly. As Bobby King motioning across the right of the formation, going to be a give to him on the jet sweep. Tries to cut up field and slips and falls on the artificial turf for a gain of about 2.
That's 3 times they've tried that play, and it hasn't worked. Maybe you ought to scrap that one for right now because DeForest knows it's coming.
DeForest has yet to be fooled by the jet sweep action. Doesn't work quite as well as it does in EA Sports College Football 25.
Prior experience there?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Probably been playing too much of it, if I'm being completely honest. However, it's very enjoyable. I'm having a great time. 7:05 left to play in this one. Shotgun set, 2 receiver to the right, 1 on the left. That's Bobby King. Play action. Going to be a Statue of Liberty play, actually. Ben Pottinger scurries up across the first down marker. Inside the 25. They're going to mark him at the 22-yard line of DeForest. They had me fooled on that one.
Great call. You just like that little misdirection, and again, Pottinger's tough to bring down.
That he is.
So we move it up for another first down here on 22. Now we're starting to get into kind of guesswork. Ugaldi is a good kicker, so potential field goal. Will Brookfield Central go for 2? Go like we saw last night with
Bayport went for 2 twice
and got it both times.
Shotgun set. Hoffensberger looked like he got away with a false start there on the motion. Hootkin was limping over there on the left side. Going to be a give to Pottinger again. Shook 1 tackle. Not able to shake the large arms of Chris Eberhardt, a man with many offers from the WIAC.
Best D3 conference in the country.
That it is. Home to,
Proud to say.
Almost all of the UW system schools. Do you call it the WIAC or the WIAC?
I call it the WIAC.
Okay, I call it the WIAC. I've heard it both ways.
Well, it's I'm used to the W suck. The WSUC, we used to call it.
Fair
when
enough.
When it was just the guys before they merged the conferences.
Shotgun snap here, play action. Seymour under duress, and he is brought down. Is able to pick up a yard out of it. But that was not how that play was designed to go.
Nope,
as Johnson Klimke there to wrap him up. He had pressure in his face immediately as the clock ticks under 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
But my son's a Whitewater grad. Let's put that out. So he always reminds me, I say, Badgers Rose Bowl. I mean, great teams. Dad, we won 3 titles in 1 year. Football, basketball, and baseball in the same calendar year when he was a student. So he had no part in those teams, but, Warhawk pride.
Fair enough. Hootkin motions across the formation. Fake jet sweep. Keeper for Seymour as he probes his way up to the 15.5-yard line. It looks 4:50 to go. And 4th down coming up here for Brookfield Central. Still 3 timeouts. The game not necessarily on the line here. However, major ramifications here. From the DeForest 16-yard line, shotgun formation. Hootkin and King out to the right. This DeForest crowd getting loud. Seymour, hard count gets him to jump. Offsides on DeForest. The hard count for the second time tonight gets him jumping. And just like that, all the suspense is removed. 1st and 10, Brookfield Central.
1st and 10 Central from the DeForest 11-yard line.
A.J. Seymour looking like Aaron Rodgers out there, getting the defense to jump off sides. As now fresh set of downs. They still can get a first down without scoring at the 2-yard line. Wing T sort of formation, give to Pottinger. And he is slung down.
Schmidt Connect, there you go, the tackle.
Dane Schmidt Connect. He wasn't on my defensive board. He is on the offensive side. Northern Illinois commit, talking about players that are committed to play at the next level. Dane Schmidt Connect.
Yeah, he's listed as one of the backups occasionally, one of those guys that might get some reps. Well, here's when you need your big bodies up front. So,
yep, and he
good job
showing that D1 caliber right there. No gain on the play for Brookfield Central as they let this clock drip all the way down under 3.5 minutes to play here in this one. Brookfield Central trails DeForest 28-21, and they will use their second timeout of the half. And just like that, this particular possession has a lot more stakes on it. They can only stop this clock one more time.
Yeah, you're looking at what happens. You're having to stop the clock if DeForest gets the ball back. Well, you want this possession. You want to be able to score. So you got to use them. Use them or lose them.
That is true. As Dennis, if you're Brookfield Central here, you score a touchdown. Do you go for 2 as Bayport did yesterday and try to take the lead, or do you tie it up?
I'd say they're going to go for it because they had confidence. They ran it before after they missed the extra point. You missed one kick, and you might think, how much confidence do they have in their kicker that he'll be able to tie it, force overtime? When you're on the road, you want to go for the win. You go for the W. And talking to some of the Bayport coaches afterwards last night, they just kind of smiled. There was no way they were not going for 2, and they did it twice.
That they did. Once to take the lead, 29-28, and then to make it a 2-score game to seal the deal.
I saw Reedsburg do that at a state and get stopped, and they said, we wanted to win. We're not here for a tie.
Fortune favors the bold wing T formation here. 3:23 to go. Seymour back to pass. Back corner of the end zone. Bobby King. Is he in? You betcha! Touchdown Brookfield Central. They are 1 point away from tying this baby up. Hollywood could not write a better script than this. 28-27. DeForest on top by the slimmest of margins. A.J. Seymour to Bobby King on a back corner fade.
Almost a 7-minute drive, 10 plays on this one.
And as predicted, oh no, pardon me. It appears they are on to attempt the extra point unless they go for some trickeration here. Hoffensberger the center. Seymour in the gun with kicker Ryan Capers. And now the offensive line shifts over. Let's see. Can Ryan Capers knot this game up? The senior. Massive kick in the first game of the season. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it is good. Ryan Capers with the gusto. We are all tied up at 28 apiece with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Couldn't ask for a better game.
One of the reasons is because Hunter's here. Hunter and I, when we call games, we always get good ones, right?
Video producer Hunter Vaughn nods in approval. He has had a history, if you're not familiar with our cover, ESPN Madison's coverage of PrepMania. Hunter Vaughn also will have several play-by-play games this season, and he is notorious for getting, for lack of a better word, the snoozers, the running clock games, or his worst nightmare, the ones that drag, the 34-pointers that just seem to never end but are never in doubt either. As thankfully, we don't have to worry about that here from DMB Community Bank Stadium. All tied up, 28 apiece, 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ken DeForest take the lead and send this capacity crowd home happy. If you're watching our video stream, you see the Brookfield Central crowd. A good number made the trip from the greater Milwaukee area, but looking down underneath the press box, this DeForest crowd, not an empty seat in sight. Student section mostly full as well. Ryan Capers boots it away, end over end kick. Taken at the 5-yard line. That's Derek Klein across the 25-yard line. Sheds a few tackles, tries to get away from Bloom. Ramish ripping at the ball at the 30-yard line, stays on his feet. Derek Klein making his way up near the 40-yard line.
Good job,
Second
Klein.
and third efforts from Derek Klein. That was a physical run there. Ramish ripping at the football. Couldn't come up with it. Allowed Klein to stay on his feet. Good starting field position for the Norskies. 3:05 to go. They'll start this possession from their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, Brookfield Central, 10 plays, 53 yards, 6:57. Ran a lot of time off, but still plenty of time for DeForest here to punch one in. And remember, Ugalde, one of the top kickers in the state.
Can give it to him as well. Bradley Jacobson back in the game. Bounces off his lineman. Outside the hashes, tripped up by Jack Farrenholz. Coming down from the secondary to make the play. Great tackle. There was a lot of green behind him.
That was a great one-on-one play there.
Those are game-changing at this stage as the clock now drips under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play. 28 all. 2nd and 9 for DeForest. Pistol formation. Sachka out wide to the right. 3 receivers out to the left. Going to be a little pitch out to the left. That's Volk. And he dives his way. Tommy Bloom's mad he couldn't wrap him up. Up near the first down marker at the 48-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and short. 2:10 now to play. Tie ball game. DeForest taking their time here.
3rd and 2. A big call here. We've seen some big plays, some big scoring plays here tonight. So 63-yard touchdown pass and a 54-yarder.
Pistol formation. Owen Larson, the H-back, going to be a keeper for Ziegler. He gets the first down and a little bit more into Brookfield Central territory. Switch 48-yard lines. Now at the Lancers 48. Minute 43. The clock stops for the chains to move. And it rolls again. Minute 40 to play. 28 all, DeForest. I don't want to speak as last time we got on a team for appearing to not hustle, they scored on the next play. So minute 30 to go. DeForest methodical here. Paskey, Sachka, make it Hermanson out to the left. Sachka near side here. Going to be a give up the middle to Volk. Follows his blockers. Pickup of about 6. Finally brought to the turf by a host of Lancers, a cavalry, you could say. Minute 11 here. The clock has stopped as DeForest calls a timeout. I'm Riley Yauk here with the Dean, Dennis Semrau, calling DeForest and Brookfield Central, 28 apiece. Minute 11 to play. Dennis, do you happen to know what Kyle Ugalde's range is? Is there a marker they're trying to reach here?
40 and in was what I was told. So you're looking at probably getting inside the 25, about 23 maybe.
Still a ways to go.
Right now, another first down or 2 could do it.
As both coaching staffs talk it over on their respective sidelines, we're going to keep it here until this one is over.
Hey, great back-to-back games last night. Bayport 2 touchdowns late to pull away from Middleton, and tonight here, we're all tied up here. 1:11 to go.
Just over a minute to play. You couldn't ask for a better start to the high school football season. How could you not be romantic about high school football? The Friday night lights on full display here. Owen Volk, the setback in the pistol. Acquardi motions into the slot. Bad snap. Ziegler picks it up, rolling out to his right, fires down the right side, almost intercepted by Ramish, picked up off the turf. By who was it? That was Paskey, Colin Paskey with the shoestring catch. Oh, goodness. Matt Ramish has to be sick right now. Was in his hands and tipped to Colin Paskey. A broken play turns into a long first down pickup. They may just be in Ugaldi's range now with under a minute to play. Clock's at 55 running. Pistol formation. Paskey, Hermanson out to the left. Sachka near side. DeForest going left to right here. Ziegler rolling out to his left. Pump fake. Spikes it into the turf at the feet of Jackson Acquarty. That will stop the clock at 45.1. Second down and 10 from the Brookfield Lancer 26.
Oof. Here's now ball security.
Yep, tensions
we've
high.
Had 2 turnovers, a fumble lost, and an interception for the Norskies. Coaches are going, okay, not a third one. No, let's win this game right here.
Ziegler narrowly avoids throwing a costly third interception, or make it second interception. Lost a fumble earlier as well. And here we go, 45 seconds, 2nd and 10 from the Brookfield Central 26-yard line. Paskey and Hermanson out to the left, Sachka on the right, pistol here. Ziegler takes the snap, play fake, fires to the right side. Paskey's got a step. Sachka, pardon me, knocked away.
Oh.
Phenomenal effort there by Jackson King. Sachka had a step on him. But ultimately, the ball just within Jackson King's range, able to swat that one down. 39.4 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. Here for DeForest.
Yeah, DeForest wants no time left on the clock here for Brookfield Central to come back.
Brookfield Central does still have their timeout. Jackson Acquarty on the left side of the line. Paskey and Hermanson now in the slot on the left. Sachka still that lone receiver on the right side. Volk in the backfield. Ziegler takes a snap. Play action. Looking deep. Plenty of time rolling out to his left now. Got a scramble. Jump pass, and he is sacked. Brought down back at the 30-yard line. That is Kyle Robinson for Brookfield Central. Disastrous sack for Isaac Ziegler and the Norskies. 4th and 16 coming up from the Brookfield Central 31-yard line with 30 seconds to play.
Haven't called Robinson's name much tonight, but 11 tackles for loss last year was honorable mention all conference. Big-time players make, big-time plays.
Yeah,
that was huge right there.
Have written down here from Coach Nellis, Kyle Robinson, a high-motor kid, and he showed it off right there. Making arguably the biggest play of the game to this point, pushing DeForest for sure out of field goal range, forcing a long 4th down conversion attempt. As I may eat my words, I do see Kyle Ugaldi there in the huddle. Let's see, DeForest may still give it a try. Risking giving Brookfield Central a short field with 1 timeout with 30 seconds, and they are. I spoke too soon. DeForest is going to trot out their Kevin Skemke watch list caliber kicker. Kyle Ugaldi from the left hash. About a 45-yard attempt by my unofficial calculations.
30, marked at the 30.
31-yard line.
Yep, so.
Isaac Ziegler to hold.
Actually, yeah, it's right here from the, he's kicking it from the 38.
Ugaldi lines it up. 48-yard field goal attempt to give DeForest the lead. Brookfield Central is going to try and ice them. They'll take their final timeout of the second half. 30.4 seconds left to play in this one. Make Ugaldi think about it in the final stages of this week 1 tilt. One for the ages here between DeForest and Brookfield Central.
Little stones in the background will start me up. Yeah, let's start that winning streak right away at 1 for the Norskies. And Brookfield Central is saying, nah, let's play a little bit more football tonight.
Yep, there would not be opposed to an overtime period if you're wearing the royal blue and white, I'm sure.
It's a Friday night. There's no
exactly.
school.
What's
no
going on tomorrow? There wasn't school anyway. I got nothing going on tomorrow. I'd be here all night. But Kyle Ugalde looking to thwart a possible overtime period. 48-yard attempt for the senior. Lots of trust from head coach Aaron Mack. Lines are down. Ugalde lines it up. Here we go. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Does it have the distance? It does not. It is short and off to the right. Kyle Ugalde can't get it done, and Brookfield Central with a chance to win it in regulation or potentially send this game to overtime.
Wow. So that's where you use the timeout, right?
Yep.
They're not going to do too much damage here. If they make it, well, you gave it a shot.
Yep. And if he made it at that point, if you're Brookfield Central, you just got to give him props. 48-yard field goal in high school. I don't care who you are, even at the college professional level, that's not a gimme. That is a difficult kick. Ugalde gave it his best shot, just not quite enough tonight, at least on that attempt. Still a lot of game left, and Brookfield Central content to send this game to OT. We're going to have some free football for you, folks. Stick around. The clock dwindling down in this fourth quarter. Your score as we end regulation, DeForest 28, Brookfield Central 28. We'll be back after this with some overtime on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Shout out Zimbrick Honda for being the presenting sponsor for a heck of a game, as for over 50 years. Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Crowd going into a rendition of Sweet Caroline as the captains meet at midfield. Dennis Semrau, we were talking during the break. Could you explain, if you remember correctly, the high school overtime rules for our listening and viewing audience?
We're doing the coin flip right now to decide who wins. If you want the ball first, you would go on offense or defense. So we're going to say
it appears Brookfield Central will receive,
and then DeForest gets to decide the goal, so it's going to be the one to our right. I love it. Accardi went out there, and then the 4 captains, it's 4 against 1. And, of course, they win the flip. So we're going to see the Norskies on defense first.
I'm sure Accardi wouldn't mind taking them all on himself. 6'7", 245 pounds, if you missed us mentioning it earlier. Committed to play football at West Virginia. He'll be a Mountaineer after football season ends. Plans on enrolling early over in Morgantown.
I tell you, from that first quarter 0-0, we were talking about, last night we had the shootout. What about tonight? Well, 56 points in the last 3 quarters, and we end up with a tie here.
I'm certainly not complaining.
Nope. So the ball's going to start out on the 25. And you can get first downs. So the thing is that you want to score. If they don't score, DeForest can come back and kick a field goal to win it. Doesn't have to be a touchdown.
So it works the same as college football. Yep. Okay, so we have college football overtime rules here. Clock has been turned off. 28-all as we enter the first overtime period here at DMB Community Bank Stadium. A.J. Seymour all alone in the gun. Hootkin, the motion man, across the right of the formation. Seymour's going to keep it himself. Pushes forward across the 20, up near the 15-yard line. Still moving the pile for a host of Norskies. Put him down on the turf. Going to be a 1st and 10 right away for Brookfield Central.
Yeah, if they don't, if they can't punch it in, they're going to have to try a field goal because you don't want to have to come back. You want to then make DeForest get a touchdown to beat you or a field goal to tie you, and then you'll flip. We'll go to the other end of the field for the next, and then DeForest will start out with the ball first.
Brookfield Central, if you are listening on the radio, first and foremost, we appreciate your listenership. Gotta love terrestrial radio. Brookfield Central is moving left to right here. A.J. Seymour all alone in the shotgun. Hootkin once again the motion man. Seymour will keep it again. Same play. Why not twice? As he falls forward up near the 15. Make it the 11-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 12-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up for Brookfield Central.
Like in ball security, no turnovers here. You don't want to turn it over, and basically you're going to give the game away. So he's going to hang on to it. Be careful on the handoffs. No trick plays here, but maybe we'll see something. You never know. What's Coach Nellis going to pull out of his bag of tricks here?
We shall see. Shotgun formation. Pottiger back in the game to the left of Seymour. Hootkin and King split out to the left side of the formation. Hootkin for the 3rd time comes in motion. Going to be a play fake. Seymour keeps it for a 3rd consecutive time. Pushes forward up to the 8-yard line of DeForest. Still about 3 yards short of the first down marker. 3rd down for the Lancers coming up.
3 straight carries. That time you could see he was thinking pass or what, and it just kind of let the defense clear a little bit and then found his seam and be able to pick up 5 yards on that play.
Lots of misdirection. Do you have any guesses for who Coach Nellis trusts in these critical situations?
Quarterback, he's a returning starter. This is the guy, you like the experience coming back. So
Seymour gives it to Pottiger this time, has a hole across the 5-yard line, pushes forward up to the 2-yard line before he's brought down by Derek Klein. 1st and goal from the 2 for Brookfield Central, knocking on the doorstep of the end zone in this first overtime period. Seymour.
Performances here. Josh Christensen and Patrick Bukowski were 2 honorable mention all-conference linemen. The line has played well tonight for the Lancers.
Seymour under center. Big I formation, just going to be a QB sneak. Pushes forward. Don't know if he got it. Doesn't appear he did. Pushes up to the 1-yard line. But the DeForest line gets stiff there. 2nd and goal now from the 1. Come at him with a tush push here, Dennis?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked. That's about what they did on the last play.
Just get some push and the quarterback fall forward. That's my wife always used to say. Just teach them. They're big guys. Fall forward. You'll pick up a couple yards.
Exactly. Bunch formation again. They're going to do it one more time. Tush push. We called it, and he is in. A.J. Seymour into the end zone for Brookfield Central. They take the lead in this first overtime. 34-28. Lancers on top.
6 plays, and 5 of them were by the quarterback, Seymour.
That was the A.J. Seymour spectacular, as it looks like they're going to attempt the extra point for a second. It took a little while for Ryan Capers to hit the field, come sprinting on. Seymour lines him up to make it a 7-point contest. Capers takes his steps to the side. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is true right through the middle of the uprights. And your score through one possession in one overtime, Brookfield Central 35, DeForest 28. They have to answer here if they want this game to continue, or they can go for 2 and potentially get out of here with a victory.
Five carries, 19 yards for Seymour on that drive. Put the ball in the hands of the quarterback, but then don't forget about Pottinger. He's been a kind of a bull with the ball in the backfield tonight, just forcing his way through.
Yep, seemed to be used as more of a decoy on that drive. Same with Nathan Hootkin. They motioned him about 3 or 4 times. And now it's DeForest's turn to see what they have. Do or die drive from the 25 of Brookfield Central. Ziegler. Owen Volk in the backfield once again. Owen Larson, the H-back. Sachka wide to the left. Hermanson the near side here. Ziegler back to pass. Finds, was intended for Larson in the flat. Misses his man. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Coming up for DeForest. Try to mix it up there. No dice. As Ziegler gets the play call, trots out towards his huddle. Brookfield Central leading 35-28 in this first overtime. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. DeForest did not switch sides, in case you were wondering. They are also working from left to right as the same end zone. Maybe we'll switch if we get to a second. We'll see. Have to get there first. Ziegler, pistol formation, 2 receivers out wide each side. Back to throw. Fires deep to the end zone. Hermanson wide open. Touchdown DeForest. The defender tripped and fell. All Hermanson had to do was sit under it and make the snag just like that. DeForest within a point. And Coach Aaron Mack is signaling, too, this game is going to be over either way.
I love it. Brian Pottinger, the coach for Reedsburg, had a state championship. They went for it. Like I said earlier, nope, we want to win. Next year they came back and they won it. They won their state title. But
high risk, high reward.
No guts, no glory.
Exactly.
Right? And timeout for DeForest.
The Dean said it best as DeForest takes a timeout to talk things over. Would be shocked if they changed their mind. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. When we return, the game is on the line. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Your new home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. The regular season starts August 27th on 100.5 ESPN.
Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, and here we go, folks. Game on the line. Brookfield Central up 35-34 in overtime. And DeForest has no intention of sending this to a second. The big man, that's number 64 in for DeForest, Chris Eberhardt in the backfield. And now Brookfield Central appears to have wanted to get a look at things as they'll take a timeout of their own. Chris Eberhardt was in the backfield for DeForest. Could we have seen a 3-yard tush push perchance?
Yeah, well, the coach didn't say anything about having this in his playbook, but he was going to keep that one quiet, I'm sure. But now that he's put the guy out there, teams will start thinking, back in the days of the fridge with the Chicago Bears.
Yep. I remember B.J. Raji playing that role on those old Green Bay Packers teams back in the early 2010s. As now a game of cat and mouse will end here. Both teams have used their timeout. This is it. From the 3-yard line, both teams trot out.
Thanks, guys. This has been a great game for both coaches and teams. Just an awesome start to the season, and here it comes down to one play.
Heck of a showing here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Eberhardt still in there. Offset I formation. Snap to Ziegler. Give to Eberhardt for the victory. Yes. Is he in? DeForest thinks he is. He is. Yes. The DeForest Norskies are victorious tonight. They win it in walk-off fashion, 36-35 over the Brookfield Central Lancers. Chris Eberhardt, the hero.
A starting lineman, one of 5 linemen back, the whole starting lineup. It comes down to the line, like we said in pregame, winning that line of scrimmage. Who would have thought it'd be a lineman that would score the winning touchdown or winning 2-pointers? It feels like a touchdown, trust me. Wow.
You cannot make this stuff up, folks. 36-35, the DeForest Norskies take it. Chris Eberhardt.
They turned the scoreboard off.
I don't understand that. The home team won, and this home crowd is going to head home happy. Wow. What a performance here tonight from both teams. I am honored to have been a part of it. Wow. Nothing more to say than that.
Incredible.
Wow. Make it 3 times as we will step aside, catch our breath. When we return, our post-game wrap-up before we send it to Jesse Nelson with the other area scores. Your final score here from DMB Community Bank Stadium, the DeForest Norskies, 36. The Brookfield Central Lancers, 35. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your warehouse concrete floors see a lot of traffic. Uneven, sinking, or cracked concrete can pose a serious threat to any business operation. From trip hazards to cracked foundations, sinking concrete can keep any business owner up at night. Concrete Lifting Technologies is here to help. Concrete Lifting Technologies can even out that concrete floor to prevent these hazards. They can level your warehouse floor within a few hours and don't even need to shut down your operations. Visit itaintmudjack.com to get a free quote today. That's itaintmudjack.com.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nessa Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, while the Houston Astros sit high atop the AL West, the Baltimore Orioles are fighting for the top of the AL East. Coverage begins Saturday at 3:30 Eastern and Sunday at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Whew. Welcome back to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I believe our breath has been fully caught as the DeForest Norskies defeat the Brookfield Central Lancers 36-35 in overtime, an absolute thriller. And now, as is tradition, albeit a new tradition, it's time to honor our Pizza Hut player of the game.
No one out-pizzas the Hut, and no one outperformed this player tonight. The player of the game is presented by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Dennis, you had your eyes on a man who played a very critical role in getting DeForest the victory tonight. Who is the Pizza Hut player of the game?
We're going to give a shout-out, first of all, to the quarterback, Isaac Ziegler, with 4 touchdown passes, including a touchdown in the overtime. But in honor of the offensive line that did an outstanding job, Christopher Eberhardt, the 2-point conversion for the win. He doesn't get it. They go home a loss. Linemen are winners. This goes to backs and defensive backs and quarterbacks. Let's give it to the offensive line. Yes, Chris Eberhardt, share this with your buddies. Give your quarterback a pat on the back, but you earned it.
Congratulations to Chris Eberhardt. Coach Mack had him listed as a player to watch. I don't know if anyone expected that to be the reason we were supposed to watch him, but get the winning 2-point conversion. He does. And your Pizza Hut player of the game is brought to you by, of course, Pizza Hut, as they are introducing Pizza Hut's new tavern-style pizza, an upgrade to their classic crispy thin crust. Cut into 16 snackable squares and loaded to the edge with bold, flavorful toppings. That's perfect for sharing with your family at home or on the road after the big game, like tonight. Find the nearest location and order now online at pizzahut.com. That's pizzahut.com. Go thinner, go crisper, go bolder. Go get the new tavern-style pizza only from Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. Dennis.
In Main Street in DeForest.
You know
Go
where.
there. Head out there. Tell them ESPN PrepMania sent you.
He knows where the nearest Pizza Hut is at all times. Chris Eberhardt, go get yourself a slice of that crispy tavern-style pizza from Pizza Hut. Dennis, any final thoughts before we send this back over to Jesse Nelson for the scores around the area?
What a game. We had a great one last night, but for our first Friday night under the lights, couldn't have been any better. Perfect weather. Crowd was outstanding. Honored the state championship team. You're bringing them back. You have a ceremony. You got to win the game, guys, and the Norskies did. They made the 19 team proud. The head coach of that team, Mike Minnick, is now an assistant with his son Brett for the Norskies. And when I talked to Aaron Mack, he said he loves having Mike on the team. It's invaluable. You look at the coaching staff for the Norskies. A lot of them are all former Norsky players. They take a lot of pride in their program, and tonight this has got to be one of the benchmarks. A 2-point lineman scoring in overtime to win the season opener. This one's going to go down and got to be in the top 10 games for DeForest High School.
You can't do it much better than that. The DeForest Norskies, your winners tonight here from DMB Community Bank Stadium. The home crowd going home happy for one final time. Your final score, DeForest 36, Brookfield Central 35 for our video producer, Hunter Vaughn, Ryan Wollersheim. We'll send it back to Jesse Nelson in the studio and, of course, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. My name is Riley Yauk. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for the area scores. You are listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison and I botched that, 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. God bless everybody.
James.